Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hopefully, everyone is out there doing well today. Had an awesome day. I am Markel, your host. Welcome to Markel's TV, the podcast for veterans and Social Security information. Well, it is Friday, so hopefully, we can stay away from politics, even though there's a bunch of stuff in the news about politics with all these tariffs and everything, right? Um, I want to start with something else. So let me just acknowledge who's in the chat real quick. My man Barry, Tommy, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hopefully, we can have you on tonight. But I want to start with something, a recent comment that I got. And man, this comment, it left me scratching my head. I sent it to some people, man, because I was like, this person cannot be serious. But I think that they are serious, okay, in what they believe. All right. So I'm gonna bring the comment up. It doesn't have a handle on it. I'm just gonna read what it says. This is my most recent comment that came up. Okay, here we go. Okay, now this was regarding when I talked about leaving US debt behind. So you become in debt, you've been paying, you've been going back and forth, and you finally give up, you move overseas, you just default on your debt. Okay. That's what I was referring to. This is the comment that was left behind. This says, damn, this seems so tempting. I can't even read what that says. Hold up. Let me pull it up on my phone. I don't want to leave out any words. Uh, okay. It says, I have 20 credit cards with a $5,000 limit on each. What's stopping me from taking out 100,000 in loans and then fleeing to another country? No bank is going to try and sue me for only 5,000 in debt. I can't believe more people don't do this, considering if you play your cards right, you can make a free $100,000. Okay. Now before I answer this question, okay, in this comment, I want to ask the chat, those of you who are currently in the chat, what do you think about that? Just in all honesty, I'm gonna pull this back up. I want you to read this. And the part that's blanked out is basically where I have my little logo. It says 20. I'm gonna read this again. I want you all to think, I want you all to tell me, okay? What do you all think about this comment? I'm gonna read it again. Damn, this seems so tempting. If I have 20 credit cards with $5,000 limit on each, what's stopping me from taking out 100K in loans and then fleeing to another country? No bank is going to try and sue me for only 5K in debt. I can't believe more people don't do this, considering if you play your cards right, you can make a free 100,000. Okay. All right. So, when you're retired and you're bored, that pamphlet that you get from a credit card, when you get a credit card, they send you this paper, it has your amount on it. It says, you have a $10,000 limit, $20,000, whatever amount your credit card is, right? $500 limit. And there's a bunch of stuff that's written after that, right? No one ever reads what it says. But there is one thing on there. If you go look right now, there's one thing on there that is highlighted in black. You know what that is? It says intentional misrepresentation. What does intentional misrepresentation means? That basically means that you never intended to use this credit card for what it was intended for. You're basically committing what is known as bank fraud. He just described two crimes, possibly three. The first one he described is bank fraud. You cannot go take out money from these cards that you never intended to pay back and flee the country. That's bank fraud. That's number one. Number two, the way you're going to get the money from the cards, taking the money out from the cards and sending it somewhere else. That's called wire fraud. And since you were planning on fleeing overseas after you done it, which means you can only declare $10,000 on a plane. That's it. The other 90,000, you got to put somewhere else. So you putting it in another bank or you putting it in a foreign bank. If you put it in a foreign bank, or how you getting the money once you get there, you got to take it out of ATM. You gonna send it Western Union or MoneyGram, or you gonna transfer it all to the banks there? Guess what's that called? That's called money laundering. So there's 3 crimes right there all together. Hopefully everybody understands that. That's why no one has thought of that, because it is illegal. It ain't legal nowhere. Not only is the FBI gonna be looking for you, Interpol gonna have your information. The country that you went to, they're gonna charge you too, because you took stolen money and put it in their bank from money laundering. I wonder sometimes, man, do y'all really think about stuff that y'all say? Do y'all really take the time to think about some of this? You actually think you can get $100,000 free and nobody says nothing? Like all these banks, nobody's going to suspect a thing. You getting 20 credit cards at 5,000. Hell, you getting 10 credit cards at 5,000 apiece. 5 credit cards at 5,000 apiece. Come on, y'all. Don't try that. Anybody, do not try that, because you ain't getting free money. You getting a free ticket to prison. Not just one prison, 2 different prisons. They're going to charge you here. You're going to sit here for a while. Then when they get done with you here, they're going to send you to the States. You're going to get charged there. Don't do that. Don't think of, be happy with what you got. Be happy with the money that you got. Be happy with your freedom. Trying to figure out ways to get money like that will land you in prison easily. Now, I don't know if this person was joking and they wrote this comment, they just trolling. I don't know. But I wanted to put this out there for anybody out there that had this thought in their head that they're going to get a credit card. And let me also say this. Depending on the state that you're in, right? Some states, when you do something like this with the bank, as low as $500 that is fraudulently taken, that's a felony, not a misdemeanor. In some states in the US, the amount is as low as $500. It's like, let's think, guys, before we come up with these things, think about it. Okay? Think. No bank is going to allow you to, all these banks, they looking at your credit. They looking at how you got them. There ain't no way they're going to just let you walk off into the sunset taking that much money. No way. Ain't happening. Not happening. And you going to prison. Period. So I wanted to start out that way, man, because I don't know if this person was serious or not, talking about playing your cards right. You get a free 100,000. No, you get a free ticket to prison. Okay? All right. Now, I want to share a video that my man Barry sent. I don't know if it was today. It might have been earlier today. But it's regarding a 16-year-old who talked his parents into debt on cars. Okay? This 16-year-old only gets about $4,000 per month. You guys got to listen to this to understand it. But this to me explains why a lot of the younger generation now who are complaining about buying a house, they can't buy nothing, they don't have no money for nothing. Look at what they want to get. They got to stay off Instagram and looking at these fake millionaires, because most of those people on Instagram are not rich. They pretending to be rich. You watching stuff like that, or these kids watching stuff like that, thinking this is what they want to emulate, and they don't have the money. Okay? Please listen to this.
Like, I really can't help my parents out in this situation. You know, it's like too much.
Have a 2021 Audi RS7.
R7.
Yeah, RS7. You're paying about almost $2,000 a month, and then on top of that, you have a Mitsubishi Outlander lease. You're paying how much a month?
$499.
$500 plus insurance, and you only make $4 to $5 grand a month. My man, what's going on?
All right, I'm actually 17, so
You're
the car is
17.
under.
You're
I'm in
17.
high school.
My,
I know it's crazy. I know it's
oh
crazy. I'm
my.
caught up in such a crazy situation. But you gotta hear me out. You gotta hear me out.
All right.
So, when I got this car, I was 16 originally, and I was working with a group of people, and we bought this car as a rental, and it did good for like the first 2 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and we were just breaking even every month. And after that, I've just been paying the car out of my own pocket. Like, we're okay doing it, like paying monthly payment, but bro, it's heavy as like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, here, again, I'm not knocking you, and I appreciate your entrepreneurship and your willingness
Yeah,
to take a risk. But the problem is like you only make about 4,000 a month, but already spending close to 3,000 on the lease
yeah.
and on the Audi. So like you're not like it's not a good
Mhm.
decision. Also, you're 30,000 miles over on your lease for the Mitsubishi.
But like, I want to get rid of this first,
Okay, so you want to get focused on the Audi. Now, is this your credit score or is this somebody else's credit score?
No. It's under my mom, so it's my mom's.
Oh,
Yeah.
so all this underneath your mom's name.
Yeah, all the information I gave you is my mom's.
My man, you trying to fool me, man. You told me this was yours.
That's what I told you. Hop in the car. But like, the car's under my mom, so I just gave you my mom's information.
I
So
got
that's
you.
what would be needed, right?
Okay. Did everybody understand that? Hopefully everybody understood that, right? He took a car that he wanted to rent out, a luxury car he wanted to rent out, and he said it was doing good. He was just breaking even. $2,000 a month. He only makes $4,000 a month. So when the car doesn't rent, who's paying for it? He's paying for it. But I can't believe the mother actually co-signed or signed to get this car. No way. For a 16-year-old, there's no way. No way. But then you have another car that you're leasing for 500 or 599 plus the insurance. So you coming out about 75% of what you make on two vehicles. This kid's only 17 years old. Now this debt is on the mom. It ain't even on him. Now I don't know about you all, but there ain't no way in hell. I would have to be high, drunk, something, inebriated somehow for me to agree to anything like that. And putting all that debt on me, $125,000 worth of debt. There's no way. No way. But again, that's on the parents. I can't even put that on the kid. He ain't even an adult. Somebody has to go get that stuff for him. His mom decided to sign for him to do all this. There's no way. No way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell I would agree to that. None. None. But it goes to my point, man, of all the complaining that I see online from younger people, and I'm not saying that things are not higher now. Obviously, inflation from the time I grew up as a teenager to where things are now. But when I see kids in Beamers, in Mercedes, they got wheels on them. They got lights all underneath them. They got personalized plates, but they still living with their parents. Or they got 4 or 5 dudes living in an apartment with them, just so they can ride around in this car and perceive to look a certain way because that's what everybody else sees on Instagram or on TikTok or on YouTube or whatever social media platform you want to pick. I'm so glad I grew up in an era where there was no social media, right? I rode around in a 1988 Nissan Sentra. That was my first car. My second car was a 1991 Isuzu Stylus. And then the third car I got, I can go through the whole list, but the third car I got, and you probably don't even remember this car, it was a Ford. Oh my God. What's the semi sports car Ford make? Was it a Ford Probe GT? That's what it was. We didn't have social media back then, right? There wasn't anyone showing all this stuff where you felt pressured or you felt like you had to have all this stuff in order to get or be perceived a certain way like you rich. You just be you. Like we saw nice Mercedes and Cadillacs and all that. I didn't know. I had wait. I was about to say I didn't know any relatives, but I knew about 3 relatives that had nice cars like that. 3. Everybody else had some junk or some shit that they got from the income taxes. You know, income tax season rolled around. Most of my family members were going to get a new car or new used car, right? From some buy here, pay here lot. Some paid cash for theirs, but most went and financed. And a couple of months later, it broke down, got repoed, or whatever it was. So um, I thank God for not having social media. But at the same time, though, man, you have to be smarter. If you're a parent out there, I understand you want to give your kids everything. Hell, I want to give my kids everything, but there's a limit. I'm not gonna go into debt trying to make my kid look a certain way when we ain't got it like that. Even if I had it like that, no, that don't make sense. Like I waste money. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I blow money every month. I do. But as a retiree, that's the whole point of being a retiree, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who have not retired yet and you looking at retirement, the entire point, from my point of view, of being retired is you get to be a kid again. All the things you thought about doing as a kid, you get to do them now as a retiree. If you physically can, if you physically and mentally can, do it. Because you're at the end now. Hell, you've done everything to get you to this point. What are you waiting on now? What are you waiting on to do whatever it is that you dreamed of doing, thought about doing, right? If you're financially in a position to do it, then that's what retirement is to me. I mean, I've met my obligations. I've done everything. The kids are grown. It's just me. So if I want to take out tomorrow, I can just take out tomorrow. I'm not tied to anybody or anything. Um, if I want to go waste it in a casino tonight, cool. Drop $3,000, $4,000. Who cares? What am I saving for? What rainy day? When well, I'm saying this now, already have savings, already having a backup credit cards and a couple other things, right? I'm not saying to just go empty out your accounts and have nothing every month. No, 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 no. I want to make sure I explain this correctly. You have money for emergencies. You have a credit card for emergencies. You have things put in place if something goes wrong. But also, when you get your money every month and you paid all your bills, like pay your rent, get all that stuff out of the way, whatever you got extra, whatever way you're budgeting it, right? If you planned it right, you can go do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, with no restrictions, none. If I want to go out every day and take a flight here every day to some city, different city, I could do that. I physically can't do it, but if I could physically do it, I would do it. But you get to be a kid again in retirement life. You do. Or at least that's the way it's supposed to be. But if you're struggling in retirement life, I'm sad that you're struggling, but at the same time, you can't look at the next man and be upset. Like I've seen comments on some of the videos that people put out, like Bobby D. I think Mike's a block now, so he can't get those kind of comments anymore. But Bobby D will talk about a situation him and his wife have been in where, they'll take a trip to Taiwan or they'll go somewhere. And you have people who are upset with them for just living. The same with here. We'll talk about, Cadillac, or we'll talk about some of the alcohol that guys drink. And you have people in the comment section upset because to them, we're showing off. Like there was one point, all of us damn near had on AirPod Max's headphones from Apple. And people thought we got those free from the VA because they couldn't afford them. This is where we are in life, ladies and gentlemen. There are people, and this is what I told Mike too, and I told J Love this. Fuck them. Live your best dream. Live your life. But live it right legally. Don't be out here trying to get money that don't belong to you, right? Coming up with schemes and shit. Don't do that. What's going on, Gary? How you doing? I wouldn't do it. Salute. Family man, what's going on? Stupid. All right, Mr. Miller. Howard, what's going on, man? How you doing? Steele, what's going on? My youngest daughter's 28. 28 years old, living in, I'm thinking that's San Diego. It's a struggle, but she's making it happen. Rent is very high. Yeah, it is. You know, um, I mean, there's really no answer because I remember, you know, growing up, being in college, and rent was like, it was a struggle to pay like $285, $300. I'm being real. It was a struggle to pay. I think it was like $285 or $300 for rent. And you know, you're only making back then, what was minimum wage? 425, 535, something like that. Man, you work all week, you ain't making nothing at minimum wage. And then I didn't have no family back home to help, you know. My grandparents didn't have no money like that. You know, they were on a fixed income and the social security check. I don't know if y'all like, do y'all remember the social security checks your grandparents used to get? Not your parents, not the ones, well, even now with my parents though, but your grandparents used to get, bro. My grandfather worked 30 years at a wood mill. His social security check was like $315. My grandmother worked, I think, for like 20 some years. Her check wasn't even $200. It was like 165 or 185 a month. That's it. So I had no help back home. I mean, from home. I mean, they would send what they could, but nah, I wasn't dependent on that. But yeah, even today, like I'm not gonna give you the exact number, but I'm just say from what I get and from what my dad gets, and he gets VA, he gets Social Security. I'm just gonna talk about Social Security, right? Even with him working at a paper mill, 23 or 24 years at a paper mill, um, you would think it'd be a lot more. It's not. It's not. I mean, when he told me how much he was getting for Social Security, I went, damn, really? I mean, it's my dad's almost 70. No, 71. I think almost 70. He's 71. And bro, and some of y'all parents are the same way. Some of y'all parents work 25, 30 years, the same place, was loyal to that job. And now that they retired, they look back on it. My dad tell me all the time, I wish I would have went into business for myself and did what you did. But I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to take the risk that I couldn't pay the bills, that I couldn't take care of the family. So I stayed where I was. That's how most people grew up, right? The white picket fence, you want a house, the white picket fence, keep your job. Nobody really talked about, you know, going out on your own, starting your own business. Um, Financial literacy was never really talked about. Hell, credit was never really talked about. Nobody really talked about credit. You know, Howard mentioned this before. I think Steele had mentioned this. Mr. Miles had mentioned this. There's nobody that really teaches you about credit until much later down the road. If a lot of us could go back in time based upon what we know now, right? When we got those large bonuses from the military, or we came across money from income taxes or uh, car accident or whatever, you had 10, 15, $30,000. Imagine where you would be now financially had you known back then what you know now. How much different would your life be? And that's why I try to explain to mine now. It's like there's some startup company right now that people are not paying attention to. That's the next Google, that's the next Apple, that's the next whatever major corporation you want to come up with. It's there. We just don't know it yet. But you have to do your research. You have to study the market like you study anything else. But there's another company that's going to explode just like these big ones that we know now that's been around forever, like GE. There's another company coming. And the thing about it is, though, bro, if a lot of people who are scared to get into it, and I understand, if you don't understand the market, you just throwing money into something that you don't understand, it can be scary. And I get that. But what I try to teach mine is learn. I got one that's really into it, that's doing penny stocks. She's doing okay. She's trying to grow her money right now. She's 26. She's trying to grow her money right now to where she can get into the bigger stocks. The other two, they like, screw it. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I'm like, okay, when your younger sister gets herself in a better financial position, remember, you two decided you didn't want to get involved in it. And that's really what happens to a lot of people. Uh, Finance, credit, and investment should be taught in high school as a requirement. Gary, the only thing I was taught in high school was how to write checks, how to balance a checkbook, nothing about savings, nothing about stock. It was pretty much how to write a check and how to balance a checkbook. That was it. Like nobody told you anything about credit, the value of credit, um, stocks, bonds, IRAs, none of that. Nobody tells you anything, right? Even with 401ks, maxing it out. And then even if you leave that job, keeping it and keeping it going, right? Nobody tells you any of this stuff, bro, until you get close to retirement age and then you realize I ain't got shit. Like some people retire, guys, no house, no cars, nothing. They hit retirement age and they can't retire. Or you got some who file early for retirement and then they work the max that they can get while they're retired. They may be only able to get another $1,800 a month or $2,000 a month. And then that's it. And now you stuck working for the rest of your life. Now, some people move abroad because they figure it's cheaper to live abroad than it is to stay in the States and pay the rate that they're paying in the States, which for some, that may work. I mean, if you're willing to give up a lot, because you're going to have to give up something living abroad. I ain't going to lie to y'all, bro. When I first moved abroad, it was a struggle. It was because you giving up some basic things you never think of in the States that are free, that when you move abroad, they're no longer free. And then the space. That's my biggest thing is the space. That's why I couldn't work for me in the Philippines. Um, Depending on where you are and what your situation is, you giving up a lot of space. You basically living in a closet. If you're not paying, X amount, you literally, if the U.S. government, and I'm being dead serious about this, if the U.S. government was to do an inspection of all their U.S. citizens who are out there living abroad, and they had like a mandatory thing, like you can't be in nothing less than 600 square feet. You know how many people they would send back? Y'all realize how many people they would throw back in the U.S.? Because in order to get space in these countries, because that's where people, I think, get it wrong. And I'm being serious with this, and you can Google it, Chat GPT it, Copilot it, whatever way you want to do it. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. When you go abroad, people say, oh, it's so much cheaper abroad. Yeah, because you're paying for no space. You got grown people basically living in some of y'all closet in the U.S. in these countries. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. You got people, I'm actually out to think about this now. Those of you who have, like I had a house that was 2,200 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-car garage. That was my first one. My second one was closer to 2,700 square feet, 3-car garage. Okay. I can promise you in that one, my walk-in closet was bigger than a lot of these people's apartments. My walk-in closet and my master bedroom was bigger than a lot of these people's entire house that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I promise you it was. That's why these countries are so cheap. It's not that they cheap because the rent, you talking about you paying $450 a month. You ain't even in 400 square feet. They got a couch, a TV, and then there's the bed. That's it. Those of you who've been abroad, you know what I'm talking about. But if you want to be in areas like this, it's going to cost you what it costs in the States. To get something similar to the States, it's going to cost you what it costs you in the States. That's why when they changed the rules, like in this country, and you couldn't have 3, 4 dudes in a 1 bedroom, they had to move outside the city because they couldn't afford it. But then it goes back to, is it really cheaper? Because look at what you're sacrificing. There are states in the US that are cheaper than here. Y'all won't believe that, but it's true. Look up Kansas. Compare Kansas to a lot of these countries. Those countries are more expensive than Kansas. Y'all don't want to believe that, but that's true. It is true. So when people say they can't afford to live in the US, it all depends on where you live in the US. Like California, New York, okay, most people are not going to be able to go there. But there are states in the US, oh, you can definitely afford. For what you're paying in these countries, you can afford it. You just don't want to. You're not looking at that, right? But don't fool yourselves. For those of you who are thinking abroad is going to solve your problems, it's not. If you couldn't manage money where you are now, it doesn't matter how much money they give you. You still won't be able to manage it. If you were paying 1,000 in the US and you cut that in half when you move abroad, that doesn't mean you're going to have that extra 500 in savings. You just got more you're spending. That goes back to discipline and spending habits. If you don't have it, you got to spend what you can and have yourself something at the end of the month. You blowing it all and you got nothing in your bank account, you got no credit cards, no nothing, then you the one stuck abroad. And I've seen plenty of those abroad and stuck. But I don't try to lie to people and fool people in believing that abroad is the best answer for everybody. It most certainly is not. You ain't got to take my word for it. Go to social media. Look at all the people who told you all these countries were the greatest thing that ever happened. Where are they now? Go back 10 years on YouTube. Go back 10 years on Instagram. Go back 10 years on Facebook. Follow those same people from 2015 to 2025. Where are they today? Hardly any of them or anywhere they claim when they first got on and telling you all these are the best places for you to be. They're in none of those places. Some of them because they've been priced out. Some of them because of rule changes. But abroad is not the answer for everybody. It's not. No matter how people try to sell it, no matter what someone else's situation is not. 400 square feet may be enough for some people. For others, when they walk in and they see that little ass closet, no way. And I'm one of those. No way. No way. Now, one last thing, if we don't have anybody come on, I want to talk to you guys about, because we've mentioned this and there are people who leave comments about this in the comment section, and that is coming here for activity. I'm just putting activities, and y'all know what activities I'm talking about, right? Well, I always tell you all, if you come in here, I always tell you guys, if you come in here and you come in here for certain things, and I'm gonna give you the statistics that they give people here. If you're in that world and you're coming here for certain things, right? And y'all know what certain things are, you got a better than 50% chance you ain't leaving here alive. What up, Steve?
What up?
You got a better than 50% chance still that you coming here for certain tourism, you will be like this.
Yeah, I seen that in the group chat. Like, dang, boy, they coming out there for that foolishness.
And the
They
thing
said you
is,
stab them, we bag them.
still, some of those people been there for days, decomposing.
Damn,
I can't tell you how many they found here weeks later, months later.
just
Where they doing
decomposing.
it? Huh?
Decomposing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
It's the truth.
Great.
It's the truth. MT, appreciate it. Good afternoon, Brian S. What's going on with you? Yeah, man. Hey, when it came to finances, still, did you get taught anything when you were younger? Did anybody
No,
explain
man, I
anything
ain't
to you?
get taught a damn thing. Taught how to spend it. Only thing we was taught how to damn go in debt.
I like that kid, bruh. There's no way I'm taking on $125,000 worth of debt.
I blame his parents
That's what I'm saying. Just no way, no way
because boy, you have an Audi R7 as a rental.
that you renting
You
out
use
to
it
other
as a
people.
rental.
Right.
Yeah, that's $100,000 vehicle. They probably, hey, don't tell you, they probably smoking in that thing, hitting
Bruh,
all
dogging
types of
it out.
potholes.
Look, you
Yeah,
done dogged it out. You spinning tires, hitting the emergency brakes, all kinds of shit.
there you said he said one of the turbos didn't work.
Oh,
You know how much that's gonna cost to fix? That's an Audi player. That ain't a. You just can't take that to Junior Earl down there at
the hell no.
the corner.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah, he ain't gonna know what to do. Hey, that's more than your carburetor.
And bro, he 30,000 miles over his lease.
Oh shit, what was it like 30,000 miles over?
And it's like
Yeah,
25, 30 cents a mile, isn't it? Or is it more now? It used
something
to
like
be.
that. It all depends.
It
I
used to
know
be.
when I got when I went to Alaska, I had got my first divorce. I got out of my country. I got in the lease to try to rebuild my credit. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, yeah, they gave me like 30,000 miles. But like I said, I was going to Alaska, so I wasn't going nowhere. So shit, and I just did a 24-month lease. By the time I turned it in, I was well under the miles because in Anchorage you ain't going nowhere but in the city. Because I wasn't driving up to Fairbanks, so I rented. I owned what the hard part was. I had to when I got to the military process, I had to make sure I had a letter from the bank saying that I could take it to Alaska.
Mm.
I had leased an old Ford Ranger, and that kind of helped me bounce back my credit because I leased it and turned it back in and got my credit back up. And then I jumped into a Nissan Maxima after my lease.
Oh yeah, my ex-wife had a Maxima, 2000, 2001 when they changed the body style
Yep, I had a 2000 with this little kid,
with
2000
the
Nissan
spoil on
Maxima
the
SE
back.
spoiler on the
Yeah,
back. Yep,
she had a burgundy one.
that mine was pearl white.
Oh, okay. That was a nice ride. It was fast too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a couple of tickets to that bug.
So it's between 10 cent and 25 cent. Depends
At thirty
on
thousand,
E 30,000 over.
oh, they loved him.
But dude, he only 17. It's on the mom, it's on the parents.
Yeah, that's on their credit. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. I don't know how he talked his mom into that because there's no way, dog.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah, my parents, but I remember, I think right before I went to Alaska and I got to leave, I called my dad and asked him if he would co-sign for a car for me. You could tell, you could tell when somebody don't want to do it. He didn't want to tell me no, but I could tell that he didn't want to do it just by his tone. So I hung up. I called back and told him don't worry about
Hold on, man. I just noticed your name on here.
it.
you, you didn't change your name to Sleepy Floyd.
Hey, I went back and looked at that thing. Well, I was dog tired that day, and I didn't even have but 2 drinks, so it wasn't the alcohol.
Hey, you
Uh,
knocked out, bro.
hey, I see. I leaned back in that chair, like that was a wrap.
Mike tried to call you and everything, but you
Yeah,
out.
because he should have called my phone, but he tried to call me on Facebook. But when I had the thing on, I didn't hear the damn, because I wasn't signed in to Facebook.
Sleepy Floyd. Okay, still, you done gave yourself a name. You gonna be the next Tommy, Sleepy Floyd.
I tell you, ain't nobody exempt.
Oh, and for people asking about the rest of those short, man, do you know it was 4 hours? You know how much footage you got to go through in 4 hours to
Man,
find all
yeah.
those damn clips? Shit. So I'm gonna put the rest of them out tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. But damn, dude, you talking 4 hours, man? That's a long
Yeah,
time.
I think I was asleep like 2 hours in. But that had been a long day. I think I was up at since like 4 that morning.
Oh damn! So yeah, you were tired, you worn out. Hey, so let me ask you this: still, what does retirement mean to you? I was explaining what it means to me. But what is retirement?
Oh,
Real retirement now, not you got to go back out in the workforce and make
well,
up for
like
what
I
you don't
said,
have.
real retirement is like being able to just relax and do whatever you want to do, or do nothing if you don't want to. Because right now I'm semi-retired because I'm still working. That's only because I'm here with my daughter. So the money that I make here kind of pays for everything that's here, and then I got some extra left over because I still got my
Okay,
mortgage in Georgia. And then I got the rent here, the utilities here. You know, still got a well, I got a car payment now with my truck.
right.
You know,
But let me ask you this: so if you were fully retired and it was just you with your house in Georgia, would you downsize or would you keep that house?
uh, I probably would keep it because, like I said, it's damn near paid for. I had it over
Okay.
12 years, so I'm not close to paying it off. So I would keep it. Plus, with the grandkids and stuff, I would keep it because they always got a place to come back to.
Okay.
Now, if I didn't have no grandkid, it was just them Negroes. Nah, I downsize.
All right. So the reason why I asked, bro, is because okay, I'm looking at buying a house here, right? So check this out. Still, like right now, I have no debt. I owe nobody. I owe no credit card. I don't have no car payment. All I pay is
Okay.
rent, and I pay one bill. That's all I got. It includes my utilities,
Oh, okay.
um,
You got all inclusive.
everything, and all I got to do if something breaks, make a phone call. I ain't got to
Yeah.
touch shit, nothing.
No
Okay.
landlord. Hey, yeah.
Now, if I buy this house, right, I'm gonna save about $500. That's it. If I
That's
buy the
it.
house,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You know how? Because I got to pay taxes on that house. I got to
Yeah.
pay personal taxes that I never had to pay because I never owned nothing. If you own nothing here, you have to file, but I don't own nothing, so I don't own nothing.
Yeah. So you
But
don't
when
own
I
it.
buy
Yeah.
a house, guess
You
what?
don't,
Now
you
I
don't owe
got
them
personal
taxes.
taxes and taxes on the house. That's two new ones I just picked up.
You got personal
Plus,
taxes.
yes,
What's the personal tax?
for owning a house, I got to pay taxes now.
So that's separate from just the taxes on the house
Yes.
itself. Oh shit.
Now, not only those two still, I got an HOA to pay now. That's $125 on top of these three.
Yeah. See. Yeah. That I'm not. I'm
Plus,
not.
now, hold up, I'm paying my utilities, my own
Okay.
utilities now. So, what am I really saving? Because the first thing that breaks, that $500 I'm saving, it
Yeah.
just
It's
went to
going.
whatever
Yeah.
breaks.
Yeah. Yeah. Said it's beneficial to where like you say, you don't owe anything. Well, it's
I
beneficial
owe
not to.
nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking at it like, how am I really benefiting here by owning something? I'm not. I mean, right now I have flexibility still. If I want to leave here, I call the
Yeah.
lady, hey, I'm out at the end of the month.
Say,
Okay.
okay. Just 30 days. You ain't got to give a 30-day notice or
I'm not
nothing.
on no lease.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
month to
Month to
month.
month.
I'm month to month.
Okay. Yeah. And I would recommend anybody, just a side note, don't use UPS. These motherfuckers is
UPS.
terrible. UPS, United Parcel Service, because
Oh,
I mailed off Ira, Mr. Davis, his photo. It still ain't got. It was supposed to be in there today, but now I got the update. It ain't gonna be there till Monday.
oh yeah, man. It dude, I
And I
ordered
paid.
shipping.
It's sitting in Magnolia, Mississippi, right now. But I paid for. You said it was. I mailed it off on Monday. You told me it was gonna be there on Wednesday. They didn't ship it out until Wednesday.
They got you at that point still. When you pay, you at their mercy at that point.
Yeah, I'm like, man, at least maybe give me $20 back.
Look, I order shit off Amazon all the time, bro. They'll claim it'll be here in 3 days. I already know it ain't gonna be here. It ain't never been here in 3 days. It's a
Yeah,
week, 10 days, 2 weeks at the. I'm like, man, just don't even put a date on it. Just
luckily I
get it here.
sent all the information to Ira and stuff, so I ain't scam him.
Gary said, retirement to him is my freedom to do whatever I want. Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, salute. Hey, if you want to
I
go to, like I said,
you gave yourself that name.
hey, what I tell you, Marco, ain't nobody off limits.
You gave yourself that name.
Hey, that's why I did it. I can, hey, because I joke on everybody else. I'm not sensitive where I can't joke on
I
myself.
know. Hey, I ain't sensitive. Hey, we just having fun, man.
Oh
Nobody
yeah,
should take it
hey,
serious. We just having fun.
yeah, you can play the dozens with me if you want to.
What's going on, family? Stay debt free. You have peace of mind. You cannot put a price on that. That is 100% true.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't put a
Like I said,
price on peace of mind.
if it wasn't for my daughter, man, I'd be like y'all. I'd be all over the place because seeing the countryside, good outside the waters, going outside these borders. But that's the only thing that's keeping me here is her. That's why I said and right now I'm not willing to leave the continental U.S. because at any moment something could change.
Right.
Like I
And
said,
I understand that. Most people understand that, bro. You got
yeah,
responsibility, man.
yeah,
You can't just be out there in the wind like that.
yeah, and she grown, like I said, but still, like she got her 6 year transplant anniversary testing coming up on the 20th. Because actually, her anniversary, 6 year anniversary, was 2 days ago that she had the
Mm,
transplant.
congratulations on that. Hey, things
Yeah,
still working out great.
yeah, but she just needs to eat more, man. Because she just she'll eat like once or twice, but she just needs to get her weight up.
Hey, but that people gotta understand that still. You that's family. You're not
Yeah,
gonna ban your family, bro. That's your
yeah,
child, bro. That's no.
yeah, and that's the youngest.
Yeah, you take off now. You scrambling trying to get back. You halfway across the world. Last minute, you trying to fly back. No, you can't. You can't be doing no stuff like that, bro. It's different when you're in the states. You can at least
Yeah, that's
drive
what I'm saying.
back, but nothing else.
I can. Yeah, the way these helicopters and planes crashing, I'm driving everywhere. They just had
I
a
didn't even
plane crash
know.
in
I
Boca
didn't know about that
Raton
one
today.
that Barry sent in New York. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
And then Howard sent another one.
yeah, the one last night the helicopter fell out the sky in New York, fell into the Hudson, and then today a plane crashed in Boca Raton in Florida.
Wow. Now the
Yeah,
one in New York, was that a tourist flight?
yeah, yeah. It was a dude from was he from Spain? His family. He was here on a business trip, and it was his one of his daughters, one of his kids' birthday, because they came with him on the business trip. I think he worked for Simeon or something like that, one of these major corporations, and he was on a business trip, and he brought his family with him. His whole family was on the helicopter.
Ira said, "It's all good, Sleepy." Hey, I'm gonna show this video, man. If you sensitive, do not watch this video. Turn away for about 15 seconds. If you sensitive,
But violence sensitive, or
it's just show the helicopter coming straight down, bro. Because I know ain't nobody survived this. This is on the nightly news showing this.
there, or the one in New York? Because
This
they
is the
didn't show the
one.
one in New York.
This is NBC News showing it.
Oh, okay. So
And
they actually, because I didn't see the video, they show it.
yeah, so if you
They
real
kind of had
sensitive,
it on.
don't look at this. I'm getting ready to play this, so don't look at this if you real sensitive. And bro, it's coming down. There's no survivors on this.
Yeah, yeah. The
Look at
pilot.
this.
Oh, they showed. Oh, see, I didn't see that.
It's coming straight down, bro. There's no
Yeah,
hesitation. It's going down.
because the propellers fell off of it. So yeah, they did. I didn't see that angle.
Damn, bro. So yeah, there ain't
Yeah,
no survivors on that. None.
yeah, because it fell too fast. They didn't have a chance to, even if they wanted to bail out, they would have. By
Yeah.
how hard they would have hit that water, they'd have been unconscious.
He said he think the pilot was black. I
They
don't know if it
said,
was
nah,
a
I don't know.
pilot
They said the
error.
pilot was a Navy SEAL,
I don't know if it was
former
a
Navy
pilot
SEAL.
error or mechanical error or I don't know. But if the props fell off, if the
Yeah,
thing
you
fell off, shit.
one of you, cause the one that I seen, like I said, I didn't see that angle that they showed on the news. You see the propeller, one of the propellers fly off, and then you
That's not
see
on
it.
the pilot.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
it was
mechanical.
something mechanical.
Nah, I ain't playing no dozen with you still. You got jokes, bro. So that was a different one that they showed besides that one?
Yeah, no, that was a different angle. That was the same one, but the initial one when I have they just you see because they kind of you know how they put the little circle around, you see the propeller fly off, and you see it start to descend. But I didn't see it from that angle.
Oh, did it crash in the river? In the
Yeah,
Hudson?
yeah, it crashed in the river, crashed in the Hudson because they showed it
Oh,
upside down. It crashed into the
I thought they
Hudson.
crashed on the ground like that in the Hudson. Damn, and
No,
nobody survived that? Yeah, it was going too
no, because
fast.
you see how fast it fell. Tommy said, "Put the link in the chat."
I sent Tommy the link, man. Tommy be,
Hey,
bruh.
check the WhatsApp group because that's where I got it from. Because it's not in the chat.
I
You didn't
sent
put
it.
it in the
Look,
chat.
the last time I did that, still Tommy said, "Oh man, you got to send it to me personally." I did.
Wait. He got a bat line or something?
Brother, who is this?
The bored kid knew somebody new.
Yeah, I don't know who
Never
that
heard
is.
somebody change their name.
Yeah, keep your clothes on, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. You ain't verified. You can't come up. Because I'm surprised, Markel, you let me because you didn't recognize the name change. Well, you see
Oh,
the
I saw
face
your
too.
face though. I can see who it is. Just
Yeah.
like I can see old Gooey Duck here.
What up, Gooey to Don Corleone?
He got glasses on. You blind in
Oh
the
shit!
motherfucker, huh?
Look
You
like he about
talking
to do
all that
somebody
shit, your
taxes.
blind ass.
Hey, he look like he about to do somebody taxes. You know what they
Hey,
be a lot
no,
of
still. Did you read what Tommy wrote when I put Mr. Wayne's video? Uh,
How the fuck he gonna come on
Barry,
YouTube?
Barry, 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 Barry,
man came in hot. You coming in hot, baby?
Barry. No, 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 no. Don't
Man
do it,
came in
Barry.
hot.
Don't do it. Please don't do
Play
it.
it, play it, play it.
Say
Barry.
don't engage, man. Don't engage.
Don't, Barry. Don't. Who got some cigarette? Y'all know who this is. Anyway, though, Barry, come on, man. Come on, dog. That was totally unnecessary.
Man.
You ain't
How
got
you
no
been
love.
though, Barry? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
How's the house?
Yeah.
He said you ain't got
I'm
no
gonna,
love,
I'm gonna
Barry.
run. Listen, man. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. That
Yeah,
shit was.
leave that alone. Leave that alone. How's the house though, man? You moved in yet?
No, I'm not moving in until June.
Oh, okay, what
I
you gonna
got
do with
to.
the house you in? You already sold it?
Yeah, this house I'm in is a rental.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Yeah,
rental till June.
I sold my house last year,
Okay.
But you got a fourplex,
just
right?
as just as we went on strike. So I sold it with the intention of buying another one, but the seller didn't want to come down on the price because the roof needed to be replaced on that damn house. So I just decided to rent until something pops up again.
Where you at in Washington still, or
Yeah, in Washington. I'm in Auburn right now.
Yeah, K Mac sent me this link, man. It was a Navy pilot. It was a Navy veteran that was killed. He was the pilot that got
yeah, he
killed
was
in the New York crash. Yeah.
The way that looked when I first saw it, because I was going to send that same clip you just showed. I was going to send it. There was one that was longer. I was going to send it yesterday. Um, it looked like the doggone tail rudder broke off.
What's still at?
What happened?
Look what Gary wrote.
Oh, you talking to me?
No, he talking to Barry.
Hey, well, Barry did get him last week.
Why is he calling me Darth Vader when I gave him that name months ago?
That's why he fucking with you, because you gave him that name months ago. You told the man he looked younger when he stand up. Look at the bullshit.
When he stood up, oh man, that's right now. That's the leading joke of the year right now.
Oh no, still no. Your joke
got
about
the lead.
Gary, he can't donate no blood. He pays. Hey, I got that one as number one, and I can't remember what Mike said. Mike said something, man. And I remember going to bed that night thinking about that shit Mike said. Mike said something that was funny as hell.
Oh shit!
But that joke you said, bro, about Gary he don't need no blood. He phase 3.
I forgot about that. My bad.
Hey, but Barry close second with that sit-up joke though. Jesus.
Where Howard the man? Howard straight? Is he down in the DR?
Hey, you know that DR Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
He be in and out. I'm surprised old Wally ain't on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he be here. He probably getting some of that damn green tea.
Hey, hopefully he on green and not that brown.
Gary said, I'm not going to give up my blood for no one. Oh, that's what it was. Mike told Wally, I'm not going after you no matter who you go with. You don't remember that? Mike told, I'm not following you. I don't care who you've been with.
Oh, that.
That came out of nowhere. And Gary was shocked. I mean, Wally was shocked. He kind of sit back and looked at him like, what? Hey, man, y'all be tripping. Y'all be tripping hard. But anyway, though, Barry, you say you're moving in June 1st?
Yeah. I have until June to move in.
It's a fourplex?
Yeah, the fourplex.
So you're going to live on the bottom floor?
No. It's four townhouses joined on.
Like
yeah.
Oh, they're all single level.
No, they're 2 levels, but it's 4 townhouses. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no bottom floor.
2 levels. All 4 got 2 levels?
Yeah, all 4 got 2 levels.
Boy, they gonna come and harass your ass.
So I'm on one unit. I'm on an end unit, and I'm trying to get the. No, hell no.
You better not tell them you the owner. You better tell their ass you a renter, just like they are.
No, they won't know. They won't know.
Watch the show, they gonna know.
What?
They say, what? How this dude got a Bentley parked in front of the damn fourplex?
Bentley.
Because he owed all of them.
No,
there's another one right next to it that is up for sale too. I was going to sell my truck to make a down payment on that motherfucker. Yeah.
You're in a good neighborhood.
Buying crazy.
Good area.
Huh?
You're in a good area. You ain't in the hood.
Yeah, dude.
Martin Luther.
Looking out my window is just mountains.
Oh, okay. You got some scenery.
Yeah, and it has a ski lodge and stuff like a few miles up the road and stuff. Okay. It's in the mountain.
Yeah. Could I afford to live there?
What's that?
Could I afford to live there?
Yeah. I think.
They probably wonder how Tommy living there. What you do?
Yeah, because it's pure powder. I'm the only cocoa in the fucking town, dude. It's pure powder. Pure Casper walking around.
You say you driving a Yugo. You got a Yugo. You go nowhere.
I'm the only chocolate bar up in that mug. Everywhere you go is Casper.
How much longer you got at Bowling? You got another year or 2?
Shit, if I buy that mug next door, I got 1 year. I'm out. Live off of that.
So those places stay full with people. There's like somewhere that's close by that they work or
Yeah, you got JBLM, you got Boeing, and plus
Oh,
there's a lake community not too far, and there's a park, a state park, not too far from there too. You
okay.
know,
So what's the qualifying process for you, Gary? You do background check, you got to do credit check, you got to do
I
income
don't do shit.
verification.
I don't do shit. I pay people to do all that.
Oh, you got a
Yeah,
So it's what,
service.
yeah, a management company. I don't do anything. I don't touch anything, man.
So
I'm
you
too
won't let a
lazy.
family you won't let a family member move in over
Fuck no.
yeah, you had to say it like that.
I'm running a business. I'm running a business, man.
Yeah, family and businesses keep them separated.
Yeah, that's like water and oil, man.
You know they gonna come to you. Hey man, I'm a little short this month.
Little short, this, yeah, hey,
I'll catch it
Short,
up.
short. You better go buy some high heels to level up. Short.
they better get you some inserts, huh?
Yeah,
Damn,
get some damn Dr. Scholl's.
you already know how family is, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus they don't know my business anyway. None of my family know my shit.
Yeah,
That's probably the best way to be, Barry. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep
It's
them.
only certain family members I talk to. I
yeah,
tell them I'm broke.
yep.
And I don't got
I don't have
none of them are my
I don't
friends on my
have
Facebook page either.
I don't
Oh, dude,
have
I'm quick to tell. I'm on a fixed income, dog.
Oh,
You
I
better
tell them I'm
Google
on
me.
government. Hey, I tell them I'm on government assistance.
yeah. I tell them I'm sometimes I tell them I'm still digging myself out the hole from when we went on strike. I was off. I was on strike for 2 months.
They don't know.
They don't know. They ain't gotta know.
Mm-mm.
So how many would you buy in there if you could? Two or three more?
It's two fourplexes, brand new construction.
Okay.
The other one, there's one right next to it, and it's on a hill, and there's nothing. It's on a dead end road. You gotta if you go down the road, you gotta turn and come right back up. Uh, Up on the hill, up on the other side is some rich people, and there are like 5 lots that can be built on. And because they don't want anybody building there, the lady bought all the lots.
Damn.
So
Hey, all the
she,
lots.
yeah, she bought all 4 lots, so nobody would build in front of her house.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Well, hey, that's how you do
Hey,
it.
that's when you got
Yeah,
money, you can do that.
Hey,
yeah,
that's when you got to. Hey, that's old money. That's
Yeah.
that's
the
old
frankie with
money.
the.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah, that motherfuckers
hey,
own the color
that's the
blue.
honeys with the small faces.
No, that's when they
yeah.
own the color blue. They just they got money to burn.
Them
Yeah,
small faces stack and
that's small
pile.
faces.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got sunglasses on their
stack and
money. They ain't
pile.
seen daylight in a long time. That's that kind of money
Yeah,
right there.
Hey,
Dude.
that money got cobwebs on it.
All right, Barrett,
stack and pile.
Let me ask you this. Could you use your
Mhm.
VA certificate again to purchase the other one? Or you got to do that
No,
one on your own?
yeah. If I could have, because
Or pay that
you're
one off
limited,
first.
you're limited to 4, right? Anything,
Oh,
everything above 4 units is commercial loan, and VA don't do commercial loans.
Okay,
oh,
so
So
let's say that
I
was
couldn't
two.
buy, I couldn't buy the 2 of them at the same time. I
Okay,
wanted
but
to.
let's just say that was two. You had 2 units, yours, and you rented another one. So you could buy the other
Mhm.
two. You could buy two more with the VA certificate.
No,
I think it depends on how much. Because the certificate is up to 400, right? Or is it
no. The,
220?
the certificate has no limit now. It's the county that puts a limit on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
the county's limit is 2 million. So in order for me to use my certificate again, I gotta find something like that 400.
Mm.
Good luck. You going somewhere? They got some bullet holes in it.
Yeah, yeah. Go. Hey,
Yeah, because the
or the
the the
property
average
value
the average
is.
the average house here starts at 500,000 in Washington, man.
Damn. What's the square footage of
Yeah,
that? What's the average square
but
footage? For half a mil.
but
What's half?
15. The house I sold my house last year for 560, and it was like 16 something square feet.
Damn, they ain't messing around in
Three
Washington.
bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen, dining room.
For 568? Damn.
560. Yeah.
Man, y'all ain't messing around. But that was in a good area though.
Oh yeah. It's a no HOA or anything, but it's a nice area.
But you got a HOA where you going now though.
The only way I would have an HOA where I'm at now is if I start the HOA. If I buy the other 4,
Yeah.
I can start an HOA because it's
Yeah,
going to be a little community.
Okay, so why wouldn't you do a HOA on yours then, Barry? Because you know somebody gonna do something stupid. They're gonna paint the door yellow or fucking
Oh
have a bunch of cars in
no.
the yard
That's
and
why
shit.
you got to put stuff. You got to put all that stuff in the lease. No
Oh,
alterations and stuff like that. You know.
You got 3 cars, but one of them running, the other one's on blocks.
they
No.
got a weight bench in the front yard.
Not up in that in that city, that town, that county.
Is it
You
gated?
drive around. You drive around and drive around. It's a small mountain town, dude. Small mountain town.
Oh, so they got
You
like a country store and stuff.
Yeah. You know, like it's like Mayberry. Everybody knows your name.
Oh,
Hey,
so
he'll be
everybody
like,
gonna know you.
hey, Mark, he'd be like Goodwill Hunting up there.
Dude, of course they're gonna know me as I'm the only chocolate bar, man. I drove around there. Listen, you wink your eye, you're
Hey, you better hope
outside
the
the town
crime rate
already.
don't go up.
You start
They
here
gonna
and you end here. You wink and
They
you
gonna
out.
blame it on you if that crime rate go up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, but one black guy here. Go check him out. Let's see if it was him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Where I'm at is the photo I showed you. Where I'm at, it's way up here, and I look down at the town, like the Grinch who stole Christmas. I look down at the town, the school, the field. I can stay where I'm at and look at games playing by the school.
That's a good deal there, Barry. Since you should have
Right
no problem.
above the police station, the library, everything. The town doesn't even have a grocery.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't have a supermarket.
So you got no delivery or nothing?
Yeah, you're gonna get delivered, dude. I've been fighting Xfinity for the past 2 weeks to come and hook up the damn cable because everything's still sticking out the ground. They gotta come in and do what they need to do.
Yeah, you gonna move in with nothing.
I gotta put a dumpster. You know, I gotta rent a dumpster. So tenants gonna be paying for that.
Hey, I hope all it works out for you though, Barry. Shit, you get some good tenants. You don't get some damn knuckleheads up in there.
This the
You doing, you
the management agency, they do some good vetting.
Oh, you don't get no Section 8 up in there?
No.
Hey man, that government money guaranteed.
Yeah, I know it's guaranteed, but I've been looking into that. But you gotta go down the hill to the comment section.
Oh, you like Irvin? You up in the clouds now? Okay, you graduated. You graduated. You up in the hill?
I can't let Urban and Howard be the only two up in the damn mountains, man.
Howard's
still on the ground level though.
When he goes to Jamaica.
Yeah, but he's still ground level though.
Every now and then he gotta come down and run around with the regular folks, and then he goes back up to the hill.
Okay.
He goes back up to Jamaica, up to the mountains.
Well, y'all off the chain. You got to come down with the regular people. Okay, Barry.
Yeah.
So what your girl think about it?
I don't got no girl.
Oh, come on, man. Just 2 weeks ago,
Already?
you up in the woman's house showing off her paintings and shit. Now you ain't
Yeah,
really.
that was that's just starting. That is not nothing, you know. We still on the runway. We didn't take off yet.
She didn't like El Pollo Loco.
No, she was laughing at that shit.
You show her your picture of y'all two in the
Which
car leaving El Pollo Loco.
nah, nah.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
that sounds
don't
like a good deal, though, Barry. Hey, I was explaining to Steele my situation. So tell me what you would do, Barry,
I
if you
wouldn't
were
I
me.
wouldn't I wouldn't because you know, I mean, there's not a whole lot of pluses for you by owning there.
That's what I'm saying. I just
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
wouldn't.
saying, man.
Yeah, I
You better
wouldn't.
off
I
not owning.
definitely wouldn't.
You got,
You know?
well, you got less taxes for one.
well, see, it's better for
Yeah,
me to use it in the states because I wouldn't have property
yeah,
tax. I would
yeah.
build it
It's
in
not a whole lot
Florida,
of
Texas, or somewhere where I wouldn't have property taxes.
yeah, not a whole bunch of pros for you owning there right now. So yeah, I
No,
wouldn't. I wouldn't. All you're gonna be saving is $500. Yeah,
if that,
and
it depends on how much of a damn
you're on
person
month.
you
You're on
are.
month to month, and that the good thing. Yeah, that's another good thing about month to month. You can get up and go whenever you feel like. You know.
I want to leave tomorrow. Fuck it. Okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, yeah,
I already paid, so what's holding me here? Nothing.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about it, Barry. I'm like, ain't no benefit to this shit.
Yeah, and then let's say you decide you want to come back to the US and stay and just go there for a few weeks or a few months in the year. You gotta what? How you gonna rent it out? Nah, you ain't gonna want to be dealing with that shit from
Hell no, I don't want to deal with that. No, no. That's the thing about retirement life, man. I'll be trying to explain to people, Barry. When you retire, you don't want no problems. You don't want no worries. You,
no,
you, you don't
no.
want to deal with
At
nothing.
all.
You don't want to hear nobody say nothing
Man,
crazy.
I
It's
was
like,
saying,
And that video you sent to I watched that video is old because I think I watched that video last year with
what
the
yeah,
video?
guy who had the guy and his wife who had to go back to work after they retire because
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
um
yeah. They had a mixture. It
they
was a
ra-
compilation of
yeah, yeah,
through the
they
years.
ran
Yeah.
out of money. And
yeah.
the,
But the way
the
that,
the system is built for us to go to work. First we go to school, get an education, we go to work for however long, get a retirement and retire, and then enjoy life after whatever is left of it.
yeah,
The system is not built for
the way
us
your
to
man did
learn
really
how
well in the stock market, I'm about to
to
start starting
start
that shit
to
in the
start
hood.
our own business, to look at
Nobody tells you
stock
that.
market. Yeah, yeah.
Think about in
That's
high
why they don't
school.
teach it. That's
Think
why
about
they
in high
don't teach it
school,
in schools.
bruh. When have your teacher ever told you in high school? Think about
That's
starting
why
your own
that's
business, being
that's
an
why
entrepreneur.
they don't teach
No,
it.
no, they don't
That's
want
why
you
they
to do
don't
that.
teach it. They don't
No,
want you. The
they
system
want
is
you
not
to,
designed for
yeah,
that.
they don't want you to do that. They want you to be the
No.
worker bees. You fill
Yeah.
their factories and make them rich.
Go to work, go to school, probably go to college, get a degree, and
Yeah,
head
they
into
had
the
some degrees. They
workforce,
work too damn fly
work
smash.
20, 30 years, retire, and whatever. The the companies, the major companies now, they got away with murder because
Oh yeah,
even when you
especially
start a job, they don't tell you, they don't give you a class also on, hey, this is your 401k. You have to be active in your 401k and in order for it to
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 grow.
build, to grow. 95% of the people don't even look at their 401k. They just, as long
Matter of
as the
fact, that
company is, they pay putting in enough for the company to match, they're fine with that. But
that
nobody's
reminds me.
educating them on their 401k.
Barry,
That
they
need to
putting
be
in
their mindset
15,
without
$25
without
a
a
month.
law.
Company
Yeah,
matching $25. Like, what
Yeah,
the hell you gonna do? That's the problem, bro. It's like you are absolutely correct, Barry. You have to be the one to educate yourself.
yeah.
I was lucky
Hmm.
that someone pulled me to the side who was getting ready to retire in a few years, asked me when I was in my 20s about retirement,
Hmm.
Yeah,
my late
right.
20s.
Same thing.
But if it wasn't for that, Barry, I don't know what position I'd be in right now. I'd probably
Nope.
still be in the States struggling, trying to figure out what the
Struggling, yeah. Working a 9 to 5, being stressed out, or whatever the case may be, man. You know? Yeah.
Right.
So it's it's up to no, no. Um, I can only in the state of Washington, you can get uh exempt from property tax for a certain amount, but you have to be making 55 and below a year, 55,000 and below a year.
do they count
So
your veterans income? They count all your retirement
they count
income?
everything. They're
Oh
gonna
hell
count
no. Oh
they're gonna
no.
count my W-2. They
No.
counting my veteran stuff. They counting my rent income. All that stuff they're gonna count.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. But your VA, you don't have to share. You don't have to share that.
No, no. But
But your
they're
W
gonna
two, yeah.
factor in
Yeah.
they're gonna factor in the rental income.
Yeah, you got to share that,
Yeah, it's not like Texas. I think
bruh.
Texas and maybe Texas and Florida probably the only
New
two.
Mexico, New Mexico.
No,
College university designed to teach you to work for someone else. Trades teach you to work for yourself in most instances.
nah. Trade teach you a trade to go work for the
What
man
does somebody else
yeah.
say?
You
Yeah.
know,
I guess
if you have that mental capacity, that knowledge, and that drive, you want to work for yourself because you see working for somebody, you putting money in their pocket and all this stuff. So you're like, wait, I can do this.
Barry, I had an epiphany when I was working for someone else as a technician for HVAC. I literally sat there and thought about it. I did all the work. I
Yep.
sold it. I wrote the invoice. I installed it. I collected the
Hmm.
money. I got
Hmm.
rid of it. They're paying me $42 an hour. I'm sitting here looking at the check I just made in 6 hours, $8,700 in
Hmm.
6 hours, and I'm only getting $42 an hour for them 6 hours out of that. Oh
Yeah.
hell no!
Yeah, I
Hell,
agree, Ira. Most definitely.
hell no!
Like I said, I'm just looking at my damn 401k shit. I only made after all this bullshit that happened the last 2 days.
Man, I ain't
I'm
even
up
looking at mine.
$37.
I ain't even looking at mine
Dude,
still.
I
Last time I
just took
looked
a
at mine,
glimpse. I took a glimpse at mine, and
I'm
you
just
know, if
looking now. I netted $37.
I looked at mine and I saw how much I lost.
bruh, that shit is depressing.
It is. And
I'm
Yeah.
serious. I ain't even looking at it no more, Barry.
you're gonna have people outing themselves
I ain't even looking at.
because
You know what's worse is people that's living off that. That's
hmm
just it's gone
yeah,
like that. Oh hell no.
because
Hell
now
no.
they gotta get back into the job market,
Mm-mm.
find something else, find something to do now to
Yeah,
supplement
Capo,
their
K-Back hit me. So did you see what the market did? Yeah, I seen what it did today. It still did. It went back. It gained, but it didn't gain all
it's
what it
still
lost.
it still was down 10%
10% back.
when
Appreciate
it
Yeah. So
that.
like I said,
yeah
you didn't make no money back.
Appreciate that, Mac.
Yeah, like I said, you didn't make no money. So
no
you
no
hit me like you made some money. No, you didn't.
no no
They
no
had a record, and now if you were in that day trading when that shot up, oh, you made a killing. If
yeah,
you
Yeah,
were
you
day
made some
trading,
money, yeah.
but what a lot of folks
but that
don't
next day you
realize.
lost your ass.
Yeah, but what a lot of folks with the 401ks, it doesn't. They don't do their trades until after the market's closed. So they didn't get it. If you got a 401k, you didn't get the benefit of it
No,
falling or dropping.
no.
No. But bro, I don't even look at mine. I'm look.
And
I don't even look at
it goes back to last week earlier this week, on Tuesday, where they said this is a strategy. Dude, this
What
is not a
strategy?
strategy.
No, that ain't no
But
damn strategy.
this is what I'm trying to explain to them. China is not going to just lay down.
They going to the bitter end. We gonna capitulate first before China
But you
will.
see
I
what I put
promise
in
you
the
we are.
chat? What I say, his one of his mistakes is thinking that they don't have a say in what you do. Yes,
hmm
you got communism versus capitalism. The ZG, whatever his name is, he don't have to answer to the people.
He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit.
He don't have the same
Nope.
political pressures that an
No.
American president has,
No.
that these
No.
businesses have on them. Because
His
that's go ahead.
his parliament can't come and tell him a damn thing.
Exactly. And they've been struggling.
Yeah.
Like I said, their pain threshold is a whole lot different than an American threshold.
But
That's
bro,
why I say you need to watch. You need to watch some damn old school Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee kung fu, and see them mugs suck up their scrotum.
hey, bro, when he paused the tariffs for the rest of the world, that should let you know. Nobody want this bullshit. Nobody want that
hmm
bullshit. The market
Well,
went
because
straight up.
they seen and remember what I said, who owns more majority of our debt? Remember when I made that comment?
China.
China.
China. So
Yeah.
what were they doing with what they started to do was get off all those fucking bonds. Those treasury bonds, which is the crux of the
Bonds.
damn
Bonds caused because of bonds today, the mortgage rate went up to over 7% today.
because like
Ooh,
I said, because that's the most stable of that's what they kind of back everything. The backbone of the stock
hmm
market is those treasury
The
bonds.
treasury bonds.
And who owns the majority of our fucking debt? Well, not a majority. I think Japan owns the most, and then China. But China is a close second. So they got
And
to.
Japan and China fuck with us either. Japan and they're trying to pull away from us. Everybody's trying to pull away from the US and form their own coalition.
And it
that's what
goes
I'm
back
saying, dude. This shit
in
was
this too.
stupid.
We're China's biggest customer, but we ain't the only customer.
Right.
Thank you. That's what a
Right.
lot of people are missing. There's a huge world out there. We're a real smart part of that world out
Yeah.
there. Small part of it.
Because for one, we import more than we export to them. Yeah, is it fair? Yeah, no, I agree. It's not fair.
We don't make shit.
So,
But we don't
but
make anything to
We
that's
for
don't
the
make
them
nothing.
point.
to yeah,
And
we
then
don't make anything.
you're trying to bring all those companies back. Yes, that's good and dandy,
Yeah, but
but that's
still,
going to take years.
even if they
Yeah,
bring them back,
because
who's gonna do all the work? Robots. It ain't gonna be humans. It's
and
gonna
they
be
said that
robots.
for themselves. That idiot said that for himself on TV. He went on TV and said that AI and robots gonna be doing, you know,
The
Yeah,
majority of the
screwing
work. There
in
may be a
screwing
few
in this
humans in there.
screwing the
jobs back
small screws in,
making
in an
human
iPhone.
jobs. Yeah, it ain't gonna be human jobs.
No, no. Why would I take on, bro? These companies built the model. That's why they took it overseas. We're not worried
hmm
about your 401k. We ain't worried about your workman's comp. We ain't worried about your health insurance. That's why they got that shit overseas. So when they bring it back, you think they're gonna bring back all these Americans and pay them $50, $60 an hour? Fuck no. I
No,
get a robot that never gets tired to do this same job. Pick up this box and take it over and set it down. Sit here and put these little screws in. Man, please. No. No.
Amazon has a lot of that shit in their
going on now. Yeah.
warehouses. Yeah.
And they've been getting a lot of fucking pushback from their employees for how they've been treating them in the way. Because my daughter works in the
hmm
warehouse, and when they went on that little
They've
strike, I mean that shit hurt their pockets a little bit.
they've been trying to unionize
They
Amazon
tried
for
to
a few
stop them.
years,
Ain't
and
happening.
Amazon is paying tons of money to stop them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they ain't happening.
Well,
That
of
ain't
course,
gonna happen.
but this administration is anti-union. If you
Is
look at
anti-union, yeah,
if they
Yeah,
look
that
at
ain't gonna happen.
policies and everything
and
that they're trying to implement, and for the love of God, I don't understand why some folks you right left, but look at what's going on and stop
I told I
parroting
told
with CNN. You got the left, they're gonna parrot whatever CNN and MSNBC said, and you got the right, they're gonna whatever Fox News tell them,
yeah,
they're gonna go with it like they were talking about. Well, China's coming to the table. I say when? I say I don't
For
think
what?
so.
For what?
So like I said, all these talking about 75 countries is trying to make a deal now. That's okay. Max said, what's 75 companies? What's 75 countries? What do they produce that we need from them?
hearsay, hearsay.
Yeah, I said, and They just said, I said, when he said, I said, they just said the other day that they ain't talked to nobody from China. So how are they ready to make a deal? If you ain't talked to, but you want them to make the first, you want them to pick the phone up and call you. That's no, it don't
They
work
ain't
like
doing
that.
it. They
Yeah,
ain't doing it.
they don't. What incentives do they have? Yeah, they
You know.
economy's been hurting since 2022. But their threshold that you dealing with capitalism versus communism. Totally, totally different.
No, they'll feel it still when all this shit we get from China start going up in prices. Because most people don't even understand how tariffs even work. That's the saddest
But
Yeah.
part
they
of all
don't.
this.
Some of them don't even know what the hell a tariff is.
Well, and see, and that's the thing when he tells him when, and that's what I was telling K Mac. I say, the man don't got a lie. He would help himself by not just blatantly lying all the time. Just tell the truth. You lie about shit that you don't need. You don't even have to lie about. Like you're gonna make so much money from these tariffs,
No, you're
dude.
not. No. Bro,
What
tariffs,
is
for people that don't know how tariffs work. Okay. You a retailer. No. You are a wholesaler. I'm buying wholesale from China. In order for me to get my wholesale product into the US, I got to go through, what do we call it? Not immigration. What do you call those people that check all
Customs,
this?
customs?
Customs.
Customs.
customs
I
and
got to go through
excise.
customs. Customs is the one who's charging me the tariff.
Yeah.
I then got to charge the retailer that's buying it from me a different price now because everything went up. And
Went
now the
up. Yeah.
retailer has got to charge the customer more
Customer.
because they
Yeah.
just
The
made more.
Yeah.
general
They
public.
just
Yeah.
That's how
they
tariffs work. It's not
they
a
pass it
Yeah.
country
off.
They
collects
pass it
fair
on. They pass it on to
to
us,
the
I say
consumer.
the
it's like a four
consumer.
by
They
four
pass it on
four
to
by one
us.
relay. They just pass the stick. They just
Yeah.
You
pass the
know.
buck, and
And
then
it's already happening. The shit I've been looking at, let me tell you about that backpack that cut in half.
Yeah.
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 It's dead.
For 199,
No.
Oh,
It's
you didn't
back
get
to
it
its
then?
regular price.
it
But
is.
they got it like it's been cut from 600 down to 400. I told no.
Damn.
No.
You should have got it when we told you to.
I was, man, but I was sitting there like,
Yeah.
shit.
Like I said, because I mean, it's not something you needed. It's just something that
I ain't
Yeah.
need
you
it.
just
See.
wanted.
Yeah.
And at
I
the
wanted
time,
to
the
get it.
price just you just didn't feel comfortable paying that price. And I get it because I'm like that with some shit. Like I told my son years ago, I think he was a sophomore in high school. He wanted the LeBron. They was like $200. I was like, I can get them, but I'm just not comfortable with paying this price because for one,
Right.
you don't play basketball. You just want them to run them. These are basketball shoes. But then I went back after his grades came in. I went back and got him. I was like, "This is why I'm getting them for you because you got fucking straight A's. So this is something you want. This is my gift for you doing what you're supposed to do in school." But initially, I wasn't because he was shocked when I broke him when he got him. But I was like, this is now. Let me explain why you got these motherfuckers. I still didn't want to pay that price, but you earned them. This is
Mm-hmm.
something that you wanted, and this is an incentive for you to keep doing what you're doing.
Bro, I honestly had no reason to buy that bag. I already got two bags. One,
Oh, okay.
that peak design bag, that bag was $300. And I got another nomadic bag. That bag was almost $370. So I really don't have a
Okay, I got
reason
you. So yeah, I
to
mean, it was
buy
just
it.
been
But it was on sale. And I'm going like, fuck.
yeah. It was in the price. Like okay, I'm comfortable with paying this. This
Yeah, and
make
I'm like,
I can justify this price, even though you can't justify it if you got already two other bags. But I can justify paying this. Yeah, I got you. I'm the
I
same
ain't
way.
Mm-hmm.
have no reason to get it. It didn't make
Yeah,
no sense, man, financially to spend $200 on a bag that I really wasn't going to use. I was going to buy it and maybe use it the first two times still because I'm excited I got it. Then after that, it's just going to sit in the closet.
yeah. Like I did the
Yeah.
same thing today. They had some cologne, Gucci Guilty parfum. It retails for like 190, 157, and they had it on sale for 87. So I could do $87. Then after taxes, it came to like 93. So I was like, I could deal with that. Maybe,
That's retirement life, man. You ain't got
yeah,
shit to do with spend money. You been sitting
yeah,
around the house, fuck it. I done bought all kind of bullshit. I done bought a new security camera, all kinds of shit.
yeah. Like I said, last weekend I was just out and about, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna stop in the post." So I went and bought all my grandkids some outfit.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so
Oh, they
But
love
they know
you.
they know if they get something from me, it's coming from Polo. 'Cause
They love you.
oh yeah. But as I said, my granddaughter called me every fucking morning.
Hi there, hi there, hi there.
Oh shit. Hey, they have no sense of time. Kids, little grandkid, they have no sense of time.
No,
It's
she'll tell
whenever they up.
she'll tell her mama and her grandma, call by Pawpaw.
Hey,
When I'm
still,
not
whenever
there,
they up, they think you up. They could be up
yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning. They think you up too.
Yeah, I tell you, she called me at 7 o'clock. I was like Lily, I'm asleep. So what you doing, Pawpaw? Sleep, little thing.
Hey, still, they'll call you. What you doing? Laying down. What you doing? Okay, I'll call you right back. And hang up. I was like, what the hell?
Hey,
Come
she
on,
only two,
come on,
but she got a
climb up
hey,
on the bed
hey,
and poke you in your eye.
Oh yeah. Hey, when I
hey,
go
no, like,
visit, when I used to go visit Barry, I'm knocked out. You wake up, they staring at you. You just they sitting in the bed just looking at you. I said, what the
oh
hell?
no, they gonna come and jump on me and make me, I'll get up. They come in there,
Yeah,
shake my grab me by my face, open my eyelids.
Hey man, they good and crazy.
stick their little fingers up your nose.
Yeah.
Hey, they
My
good and
daughter, they be
crazy,
getting
boy.
mad. Why you always? Because I like I said last month, because my grandson, my oldest man, he autistic, so he got. But the Joker is smart as all outside. I mean, I don't know what they say about kids with autism. They always got something special that they can
Mm-hmm.
do. I mean, they got
Mm-hmm.
some type of superpower. 'Cause this dude,
He
he
focused.
got a photographic memory.
He
He
focused.
watch you do something, and he can do it. Like learn how to he'll take shit apart, put it back together. I think we bought it. I bought him like a 50-piece puzzle, big pieces. So he took it. He set the picture next to it, and I put it. And it took him about 45 minutes. He put it together just by looking at the picture.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and that little joker is fast, boy. I tell you, I told his mama he gonna either be a defensive lineman or a power forward.
Hey man,
That
I
joker's quick. Seems
understand.
like he twin, and he
I
fast.
understand.
Seems like his uncle.
I understand why kids love their grandparents, man, because we have time. Parents ain't
Yeah,
got time.
yeah.
Grandparents got time. We ain't got nothing but
I got
time on our
time. I send them
hands.
back home. Every time they get mad, because they all on that tablets.
We got time. I go visit. Hey, we gonna go play basketball. I'm gonna just stand there. They just throw me the ball. They out running around. They love that. For whatever
Yeah,
reason, kids love that shit. You just stand there. You ain't gotta do nothing. You just there. They
Mm-hmm.
love it. Love it.
yeah. And said my youngest, though, but my second youngest, she was in the store with my wife the other day, and she grabbed some stuff, and she said, "I got money." No, you don't. So the cashier looked around like, I gotta come around and see who said that. And she seen it was my youngest granddaughter. Like she's only one. She's like, and she said it clear as day. I got money. No, you ain't got no money, little Negro.
Like my papa got money.
Yeah.
Damn,
I
Barry,
got
you should
money.
have moved
No,
to
you
some shit
don't.
like that in Washington.
Oh, snap, that was that Puget Sound or something like that?
No.
Probably.
You on the lake?
No,
No, I don't think I want to live
can't.
there.
I
That look
can't
kind of
afford to
cold.
live on.
Yeah, see, that look like they got, yeah. Like they that's like right with you get some good pancakes and maple syrup up there.
Damn, they got trees like that in Washington?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Washington is the
right
evergreen
there.
state, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I never been to Washington, bro. Never.
Oh, okay, yeah. They got
That's it right
a
here.
lot of forestry.
Evergreens. Evergreens.
Is it? That's why I don't understand why we get so much lumber from Canada. When you got Washington, Oregon, you got a lot of states that got a lot of damn trees.
They,
California,
they, they,
big ass
we used to.
redwoods.
They used to have. This used to be the lumber industry up here, Oregon, Washington, and stuff. And
Yeah,
they stopped. They cut it out.
Yeah, they start all you do start dating. Yeah, you cutting them trees down. Just go ahead and every time one you cut, you plant another one.
That looks like Leavenworth. That
Damn,
looks
that
like
looks
Leavenworth.
cool as hell.
Yeah,
Leavenworth,
that's probably
Kansas.
Leavenworth. No, no. It's a town up in the mountains. Everyone goes through. It's a tourist town, and they go up there like in for Christmas to watch the tree light up and stuff like that.
Jay Loves, how
No,
you fellas? How you
we
doing,
had some folks
fellas?
that was in that Jay that was in that collapse in that building in that club.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Man, that was sad. It was over 200 people.
Yeah, yeah, the numbers on climb.
Damn.
That is Snohomish.
Oh shit!
I forgot the name, Sammamish or whatever.
I'll give you some hydroelectric power right there.
And y'all just surrounded by snowy mountains every goddamn well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Is
good
that
on
a
that,
yacht
dog.
over there?
Bainbridge Island.
Where is it at?
Is there something
Like
special
Palm
about that
Bay.
island?
Hey, you gotta have money to live over there.
Old Falcon
Damn.
Crest type of area.
Well, everybody got damn
Everybody,
solar
solar
power.
panels, solar
Hey,
panels, man.
Everybody got solar panels.
Hey, they trying to live off the. You may never know when you got to live off the grid.
Yeah, I even bought me a little generator here, bro. Shit, I don't know. Hey, somebody
Yeah,
took
I
out some
learned my
shit.
lesson last summer when we lost some power here. I got a little converter here, because when we had them storms come through.
You getting solar panels, Barry?
I don't know, man. I don't know. If it's gonna give me a they don't give a whole bunch of tax breaks from that anymore.
I'm about to say they used to. Yeah, I don't know about they
Yeah,
do
They
that
now.
was
used to,
how I
yeah,
thought about it, but then being in
yeah.
Georgia, I mean, I don't know if it's really worth it because
And
you don't.
here, I don't know about here, man, because we get rain like friggin'
It's
200
so
days out of
cloudy.
the year. You know,
Yeah, and it's so damn cloudy. So
my little solar panel for my camera is not even charging.
yeah, ain't no sun shining through.
No sunshine, man. I gotta unplug the shit and plug it in and charge it from the wall outlet.
Like they say, from like now until maybe August in Georgia, yeah, you gonna get a lot of sunshine.
Hey,
But
what about
after that,
electric cars? Do they still get the same incentive on electric cars?
no, I think
I
they
don't know.
stopped that. They get ready to cut that out if they ain't did it already. They gonna
Wow.
let them. Well, let that thing roll over.
California used to be leading in that, huge incentives until they realized they had shot themselves in the foot because they weren't making money off of the gas taxes
Yeah,
because
that
everybody
too.
went
And
out and
you see that
everybody started buying Priuses and stuff like that.
yeah, Elon just suspended his. What up, Sutton? Came up,
What's up,
Joe.
Sutton?
Elon just suspended his thing to China, his for the Model X and S with the two luxury ones. He's
He had and
production.
he had a I think he has a huge factory in China too.
Yeah, yeah, that 125% that Trump put in 100 and well, that China put in 140 that the U.S. put on them.
Hey man,
Like,
we get a lot of shit in the U.S. from China, bro. Them prices is woo.
Dude,
but you gotta understand,
China
like those
because
cars are
because
made
of
in America going over there, so
yeah,
they got 125% tariff on them.
because the US was importing so much stuff from China. That is one of the main reasons they widened the Panama Canal because
The ship,
the shipping
ship
companies started building bigger ships and it was too tight in the
to
Panama
get
Canal, so they had to
to
doggone
wide.
widen it to because commerce,
Yeah,
man.
you see, and that's what I was trying to explain to Howard and K-Back and all them. It's like,
You can give up on K Mac.
no, that's what I was trying to explain to them, that China has a say. It's just like if you've been to war, if you ever been to war, you can have the world best plans, but it's not your first plan is not going to survive initial
Mm-mm.
contact.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Like I said, what they're forgetting that the enemy has a say in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You can have
Always.
the world best plans, but the enemy got to say in the fight, and China got to say in the fight. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
explain to them. You think they're
Yeah.
just going to lay down? No, they're not. They don't. They don't have an incentive to just lay down.
Dude.
And
Dude.
you got
Every
two different type of governments.
every single appliance in your house comes from China.
Damn
Not
near.
only not only that, but just think about the other stuff. I mean, from textiles to tools to
Mm-hmm.
TVs, to electronics,
Another
okay,
thing, stuff
furniture.
those little stuff we used to people order from Temu and Alibaba and stuff. Those
Yeah,
weren't
where do you think
taxed.
that's coming from?
So now they're starting to tax those little shits now.
Yeah, because my sister, she has a matter of fact. I need to call her and ask her if she's still going through because she had just found a new China plug because she does like little, she sells shit like shoes and stuff like that. I
On
was like, well,
TikTok.
no, she has because she retired from the Air Force,
Okay.
and she live in Frisco, Texas. She where the money's at. No, I wasn't in the Marine Corps. I was at 35, 31. I was motor T, and then when I changed to the Army, I was IT. But yeah, but boxing, yeah, you had to be strategic in boxing. Yeah, and that's what you just can't run in there and throw punches. You can if you want to. It's gonna be an early night for you.
Hey, you gonna have people booking flights to China to buy bullshit just to get back over to the U.S.
And get taxed here.
What up, what?
Wally got the dark screen on. He on that brown. He ain't got no light.
Hey, Jimmy, can I turn the light on for a second, sir? Up here?
What
Oh,
you
you
in?
with your peoples?
Oh, you in the car? Look, he got his sunglasses on. It's dark as
Oh, okay.
hell.
Hey,
Nah,
I wear my sunglasses at night.
I'm in the Uber, man. I'm in these streets, man. Yeah, I gotta have the blockers on, man.
You down on LLK? You
Headed to the
down on
club?
MLK?
No, he didn't say that.
I'm headed that way. Yeah, my homie, his birthday tonight. He having a little event. Yeah, I'm headed that way right now. Look,
Okay, enjoy yourself, man.
right on. I just want to come on, jump on, say what's up with y'all.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
that
All
was
right,
me that
Wally.
Hey,
messaged
man,
you,
see y'all
man.
Tuesday, unless you do it tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night.
well,
All
yeah,
right,
you
Yeah,
Wally.
you
Be
too,
on
man.
the
All
net,
right.
bro.
Be safe out there, man. Be safe.
Absolutely.
hey, enjoy yourself.
Will do.
Take a pull
Sleepy
for us.
Hollow. Sleepy Hollow.
Hey, it's Sleepy Floyd, baby. You got this. How the folks don't know who Sleepy Floyd is?
This mother said take a pull for us.
Hey, he got. Hey, he got to be on that green. He can't be on that hoorah.
That brown. You be driving Wally crazy when you say that shit still on that brown. Every time you say that, Wally sit up. I ain't on no brown. I'm on this.
I gotta mess with him. I gotta mess with him.
Hey, that man, he on that brown. Hey, no more bets. Wally said he don't remember even betting him. Okay, no
Oh,
more
hey,
bets.
yeah. Matter of fact, 'cause he had bet me, but I was like, the other team didn't make it, so I decided to even say that. We bet Duke and Florida in the finals, and I said I had Florida winning, but I was like, since Duke didn't make it.
Man, y'all so goddamn funny, boy. My man is just straight up blocked Howard. Howard trying to reach him, can't get through.
You put Howard on the block list.
Yeah,
Oh,
remember when they had that beef going on last year?
yeah. See, and from that, I didn't understand why it escalated to what you showed me, Markel. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I see why Howard was so bad. I'd have
Yeah,
been bad too. Yeah, that
yeah,
did. Yeah, because we didn't see that.
yeah. I'm surprised y'all didn't see that part, but he
Uh-uh.
pulled it. I said, "Hey man,
Yeah,
no, you can't do that on
yeah.
here."
We didn't see that. That was like, what? Damn, what happened? What set him off like that? Did he talk about his
Oh,
mama?
nah, dude. He went. I said, "Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no."
yeah.
You
Yeah,
do
we
that?
we didn't see that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
But then when
caught
you
it. I
told
told
me,
him, man.
now that makes sense.
Because Howard went
Oh
off. I
yeah,
was like, oh,
they were heated,
I
man.
would have too though, because that
yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. Now I understand the outrage. I
Yeah,
understand
they
it
were
ain't got
going at it, man.
we from I'm from an area where you don't do that.
No, you gonna do that, man? You better be for real. You gonna pull it?
Yeah,
Somebody,
man.
they gonna take that for real. They ain't no
Yeah,
joke. They ain't no. Let me raise this up so you can back. No.
You
hey,
gotta
I thought
ready
he
be
told
ready to
hey, I thought he's
make
talking.
that thing
If you
bark.
yeah, if you see mine, it's too late.
It's already coming. It's already on the way.
It's like,
That's the
hey, that
last thing
dog,
you'll see.
hey, that dog don't. Hey, you can't bark and bite at the same time. Mine's is bite.
Hey, man. Hey, Barry, what's going on with you lately, man? You've been joking. You got jokes. You've been killing everybody lately. What's up with
Hey, he
that?
told you he had to come back from the
This
from
is
that
you
one
on your
night
revenge
when they
tour?
took his name.
What?
Y'all was
No,
on it.
man. I just,
I told you nobody's exempt.
You on your revenge tour, Barry? That shit you wrote this morning, man, had me laughing so goddamn hard.
Oh man, I was dying to say Crawford and Mayweather, if they was to ever fight, I would slightly edge Mayweather. Only because of
what did
his
I write?
defensive prowess.
I
You
can't
said
remember.
we gotta
Yeah, I would edge
maintain.
Mayweather in the 12-round decision.
What is that, Barry? We gotta maintain professionalism on the show. We don't come on the show.
Hey, I didn't know what he was talking about until I had to go look at the video.
No.
I'm like, what the hell Barry talking about? I was like, hey, let me put the link. And then I was like, oh shit, my bad. I got you.
Hey, man. I laughed at that shit about a good 10 minutes, bro. The line
Oh
Barry
man.
wrote, he said that motherfucker lip looked like he a horse with chalk on his. What the fuck?
Oh snap, that shit was.
Hey,
I didn't know.
man.
Why he going so hard? He going
I
hard in the
don't
paint.
know. And I was like, I ain't making no AI of that, bro. That shit ain't gonna look right. That ain't gonna, it ain't gonna look right.
Hey, did you see what I put in the chat? Like, I thought I'll wait for somebody to say you want to see a dead body.
But you know what? I'm gonna play the video just for Barry. I gotta find it. I'm gonna play
Dude,
the video.
It's in the group.
But damn, Barry, you was off early this morning. Damn.
Yeah, I said, I mean, because like I said, I don't go in until tomorrow evening. So, like I said, if you go live tomorrow, of course I'd be in the private check. That's the only way I can I can listen, but I can't turn the camera or the mic. So, well, we don't have mics down there.
It's in the chat. It's still in
What's
the
that?
chat.
I don't know. I have to go back and look. It should be.
yeah, the video should be in the chat.
What was that picture Mr. Miles sent? Was that him with that guy from
With the can you hear me now, guy? Was it
yeah.
Sprint or Verizon? I don't
Oh,
know.
here it is. I got it. I
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
still at that 7 o'clock. You gotta look at that 7 p.m.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I had to scroll up. You had to scroll up a bit.
Hey,
But
y'all.
comments about I would like I said, I would have Mayweather in a 12-round decision because of Mayweather's defensive prowess, because he make you fight his fight, and Crawford would try to go after him. And he would make Crawford miss a lot. And Crawford, his only flaw is that he gets hit a lot. You know, he likes to take punches. And that's why I'm kind of worried about him fighting Canelo at 160.
All right, so I'm ready to show it. Y'all gonna listen? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Barry,
Hey, you might have to you're gonna have to mute
mute him.
Barry.
I'm good, man.
Listen to the news and all that, the news and everything, and
Okay, I can't.
You can't do him like that.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't put
come
it
on.
out there in the universe, man.
I can't
He
do
needs to come on, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because he has to be on to defend his
Yeah,
stance.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
But he's
Do
No.
like
put it
that,
out there in
like
the
that.
universe, man.
See, but like say, and the thing in what he was saying, I don't think they understand that it's not going to come back like that. The manufacturing business, the factories, they're not coming back like that because automation is going to take those human jobs.
And another thing too with that, it's the US government that forced businesses to move overseas because they were taxing the hell out of them. And businesses started migrating overseas from back in the 80s,
Yeah,
you know?
from what they don't want to what they don't want to acknowledge from Republican policies. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me
They,
wrong.
they,
I'm
they,
not a
they,
Democrat. I'm not a Republican, and for some reason, Kate Back still what I've been telling us. They do. You always send me stuff
that's one
about
sided.
yeah, well, that's
It's
one
one
sided.
sided.
Yeah, it's always one sided. You don't you don't ever when that you like when Republicans do shit like what they're doing now, like with Trump. Say, y'all think Trump is this very successful businessman when the record don't show that.
Nope. Four casinos? Four casinos, dude?
Well, no, not just his casinos, but his real estate dealings. Like I
Yeah.
said, when yeah, that's not a business strategy when you're filing bankruptcy to intentionally not
How?
pay your
Yeah.
subcontractors. That
Yeah.
means that's not that is just straight crookedness.
To zero out everything.
Yeah.
And
And then
and they let him do it every
yeah, I
time.
mean you get away with it, but that don't make that just means if you are a savvy businessman, you don't have to resort to those tactics.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
That's just cutting ground. You don't have to resort to those tactics where you got to figure out a way where you run up so much debt where you try to get. That's why you can't walk in an American-owned bank and get a business loan, let alone a
No,
personal loan.
they're not carrying his debt, man. All his debt is overseas,
Yeah.
probably stacked in Russia.
Damn.
Well, I mean, Switzerland, Russia, somewhere. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of overseas. Uh, that's kind of hard to say because Ray
Yeah.
had the power, but you got to understand the defensive mindset that Floyd has. Floyd was just as elusive, just as quick, and
He
contrary to what
had
people think,
power.
Floyd hits hard.
He had power at one point before he started breaking his hands.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But he still had power because you ever go back and watch why people say he don't hit hard, but they don't when he catches you solid, they don't just rush in anymore because he knows how to dial up his power, like the power meter, or just hit you just enough where he don't hurt his hands, but just enough pop that you just can't. It gets your attention. You just go walking because if he didn't have any type of power, people would just walk through him.
They don't.
They
They
don't
don't.
because like I said, he don't have one punch concussive power like I say a Wilder or a Leonard, but he has just enough power to you got to think about just coming in there. You just ain't gonna drop. You ain't gonna keep your hands down and let him hit you. And in my personal opinion, if you watch the Hagler Sugar Ray fight, Hagler won that fight. They gave Sugar Ray credit for a lot of shit that he just for a lot of flash, a lot of shoe shining as we call it. He did a lot of shoe shining at the end of the rounds where you just throwing punches, but you're not connected. Yeah, Floyd only like 5'7". No, Floyd was faster than Ray. Trust me. If you see Floyd was a a prime Floyd was way faster than Roy. Shit, Pernell Whitaker was faster than Sugar Ray. He just didn't see like case in point. Pernell Whitaker didn't have power, so he couldn't keep people off of him. But Sugar Ray had that. He had that speed and power, and that was crazy. You know, because he was fast and he had power that to put your lights out. Your shit gets short circuited.
Where's Gary tonight, man?
He in the chat? Yeah, no Howard, no Gary, Mike. They out there doing their thing. Who else? You know, Wally. He on the drag. He on MLK tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, he can't see now with some glasses on. He wearing sunglasses.
Nobody ever hit Sugar Ray like that. Sugar Ray did have a chin, but he had defense too. He wasn't standing in front of Tommy Hearns. He was not standing toe to toe in front of Tommy Hearns. He boxed the shit out of Tommy. He boxed his ears off. In that first fight with Duran and Sugar Ray lost that. That's why he wanted the rematch, and he realized that you cannot stand in front of him and try to fight that man. You got to box him. And that's why Duran quit, because Duran he wouldn't fight Duran. He wouldn't stay in the middle of the ring. He boxed circles around him. So when you that fast and you hit that hard, and your only option is to try to get in close and hit him with something significant, nah.
He fucking with Barry. He fucking with Barry.
Dark Paper the Third.
He fucking with Barry.
Hey, Gary, he trying to get his lick back.
Damn.
He probably sitting up.
Sitting up. There you go again. You been on one. Oh yeah, Mr. B, Mr. Miles. Yeah, neither one of them on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. B is kind of. It depends. If Wally on it, Mr. B ain't coming on no more. Wally, you know that ain't happening no more. That's over. Mr. Miles probably got his grandkids over. So, but yeah, Wally on. Yeah, Mr. B ain't coming.
Either that or is my pad overheating?
My pad. No, he probably got his grandkids over. He usually have his grandkids. Tuesdays is his best night. Gary says he's not laying down, Barry.
You say he is laying down.
Oh, he said he is laying down. Okay.
Yeah.
He back in his spot.
What did Wally do to Mr. B that didn't want to come on no more?
Man, you know every time Mr. B say something, him and man, Wally don't have patience. He loses patience.
Yeah, it's always some friction.
You know, Mr. B likes to explain. He likes to set up the story. Mr. B gives you all the details, and he sets up his story.
Wally ain't got the patience for that.
Now, Wally wants you to get to beginning, middle, end. That's it. Don't tell me nothing else. What up, Gary?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
He said Wally want the Cliff Note version.
Hey, Wally don't have the patience, man. You can see it when he talking. Because, you know, Mr. B going to tell you he going to set up the whole picture. What he wearing, what was there, the weather. He going to tell you it all. But Wally like, no, what's the story? You think those HVAC units were too heavy for the roof? You know, everything is made of concrete in Latin America. It could have been. I don't know what they had up there, but all I know is that was the main reason I left the DR was the infrastructure. The infrastructure in the DR, man, is
it
not
could be
good.
too, you know, the capacity. They were over capacity.
You know,
they probably were just they could only allow like 500 people, and they probably had about 700, 800 people in the building. Because there was from what I read, there was two retired baseball players, a
Mhm.
former governor.
Mhm.
So it had to have some kind of celebrity, something going on there.
I don't know, man, but I'm telling you, I mean, the infrastructure in that country, in a lot of Latin countries, not just that one, is look, if a U.S. inspector was to come and look at a lot of this shit, would
Yeah,
never pass.
Yes, I
bad.
can go
It
through.
would
Fail,
never pass.
fail. Yeah, fail.
Shutting everything down.
Shit, man, I've been to some spots when you walk in, the power line is right next to your head like this. You can hear that shit buzzing. No, no,
Mm.
no, no. You walk in, they got gas lines, Barry, exposed, not covered, exposed with couplings on the wall. Not copper. You talking about what you call it? It ain't copper.
Still,
It ain't
galvanized still.
galvanized. You
Yeah,
got galvanized
galvanized still.
on the wall on couplings with the couplings connected, exposed. And it runs to a copper line going down the wall to a stove. I said, man, they just shut this whole building down. Red flag, everything. Shut it down. You got to come have somebody replace this whole line. The way they do shit here, it would never pass. We don't have force vent fans here. There's not one anywhere. They use open ventilation.
Mm.
That's how
Yeah,
it's
you
done.
don't want no
Open
gas
ventilation.
leak there.
That's
When
what I'm telling you. You have a gas leak, you didn't blow up the whole
Yeah,
goddamn building.
that's what happened to a couple of my friends when I was in Korea. I was supposed to go with them that day, but I told them, oh, I need to do something. I'll catch up with you later, down in the village. And these guys ended up going with these two girls. And it was during the winter time that they have those round coals they put in the stove to heat up the hooches. They died from carbon dioxide. And I could have been, if I would have went with them, I might not be here today.
It wasn't your time.
There was, I don't know if I sent it to you guys. There's something I saw this past week here where this woman and her mechanic died in the shop because they were having sex while the damn car was running and got carbon
Yeah,
monoxide poisoning.
they probably went
They were
unconscious
in the garage or
from
what?
that
Yeah,
smell. And after that, it was over.
and she was married, and the husband is the person that found them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Naked, dead. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. So she was hitting off the mechanic some cooch as payment for fixing her car.
Oh my goodness. Some people are saying the music speakers may have caused a crack in the ceiling and the rest was history.
Wow.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. Well, first of all, I don't do clubs and bars anyway, so there was no chance I would have been up in there. I don't do that no more, Barry. I ain't been no clubs and bars about 15 years, man.
Yeah, I don't know the
15,
last
20
time I was in
years.
a damn
I
club.
don't do no clubs, bro. I want nobody stepping on my feet, yelling, smoking in your face, all that kind of. We be in there. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I go to the VFW this few times a year. They have one here in my town. I'm a lifetime member now
Okay.
because
The VFW.
for me, I joined it because of my age. I was worth it me doing the lifetime, so I didn't have to keep on doing it every year, and I saved some money.
Okay. Man, I ain't been to a VFW or D or because the one I remember in Phoenix, I don't know which one you go to. I know where two of them are. There's
Well,
one.
Casa Grande, my town has one.
Okay, now I know where one is in Avondale, and I went over where one is in South Phoenix. Both of them out the chain, Gary.
There was in Chandler. They had American Legion, but I never went there though. They had
I went to
American
one
Legion.
American Legion on 7th Street. It ain't that far from the VA. It's like 7th Street and
Okay, yeah, it's 7th and Indian. That's where the VA is. Yeah.
yeah, but there's an American Legion not too far from there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's off 7th and something. It's like when you pass the bridge, because Indian School, when you pass the
Yeah.
bridge, you're coming up to Indian School where the VA is. It's back
Okay.
the other way past the bridge. Oh my goodness. It's been a while, Gary. That's probably been
I didn't
15.
even know they had one there that
Yeah, they
close.
got American Legion. They got one down the street.
Yeah. I think they have one in my town too, but the only one I knew was the VFW.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them around, Gary. You
Yeah,
know
I
they got
went there on I went there last Veterans Day because they had free hot dogs, and then they had the Marine Corps birthday that particular day, and they had a big old cake, and so I had a few beers, and
oh, okay. You was good.
that's my day going out to eat. Denny's and all kinds of places. I
Hey,
go eat free meals all that day. Chili's, all the whole
so
Veterans Day.
okay, so what exactly is VFW supposed to be doing? What is it that they collected money for and supposed to be doing?
Well, they're supposed to be helping with the legislation for the laws and stuff for veterans, helping them with their claims.
But doesn't the DAV do that also?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
DAV,
the
American
DAV, I
Legion.
think, charges a lot more. I
Um,
think they're more expensive to join, Barry.
yeah, they're much larger. DAV, American Legion, Veterans Iraqi. What is it? Veterans of Iraq, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Yeah,
IAVA.
there's a bunch
They're
of them.
new. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
the
there's a
newest
bunch of them.
one.
Yeah,
Um,
but
the
yeah,
one
just
that I
recently
have
I was looking at the
Wounded
DAV rates. They're
Warriors.
expensive.
Wounded
Yeah, Wounded
Warriors.
Warriors. That's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I went to the club last week. Jay, you still going to the club? Nothing but guys with gray beards looking like Mr. Miles. Trying to chase young girls in the club. Older men dressed like teens.
They probably had bell bottoms on.
No, they
Oh,
got
man,
skinny
I can't do
jeans.
no clubs. I can't do no clubs, man. I ain't got the patience for that shit. I don't have the patience for it, bro. That music, I don't even like the music a lot of times in these clubs. I don't even understand what the music is now compared to what it used to be.
Hey,
It's worse now.
it's all prostitution rap.
Yeah, man, I can't mess with none of that stuff. Can't do it.
Yeah, today, well, yesterday,
Most of the
my
stuff they
mobile
brought
home
down
just came on
on
the
the radio.
MLS.
Back then, they would
Today
never
I
be
have
on the
my
radio when
first
we came up.
customer to come look at my mobile home where I live now. So we'll see what
Good.
happens this week. I got over 200 something views for 2 days.
200.
Yeah.
Damn. For 2 days, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the interest rate went up. Mortgage interest
Oh,
rate went up.
I locked mine in at 6.25.
Yeah, I know. But for someone to purchase your place now,
Unless they
Yeah,
buy
but
cash.
most people for the mobile homes, they come in with cash, Barry.
Yeah,
oh,
you
okay.
need cash. You
And
need
if they
finance
get a
nothing.
loan, the mobile home loans are higher than a regular house. A lot higher than a
Wow.
regular house.
Okay.
You might be talking about 10 or more.
How much is the HOA there?
No, I just pay space rent, $640, and right now I don't pay the trash. I don't pay for
the water.
water since I've been here, and sewer. But but January they're going to start charging me. But the other people are paying now. I came in at the right time. I thought I was going to have to pay at the beginning of this year, but no, they told me I don't have to pay until January. So hopefully I'm going to be. Hopefully the next 90 days this will be sold. So
Hey, do they treat your mobile like a car? They make you get the car tag and renew it every
no,
year?
mine's
Treat it like a
registered
house.
just like a house with
Okay.
with property taxes.
Okay.
But I paid mine. I bought mine as a private individual. Then I went. Then had it registered. I had it registered. Then after I bought it.
Okay. That
And
works.
right now, with the veterans' taxes, I already paid $85 a year with the veterans 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna go up a lot more though, Gary, next year. This other house you got It's gonna be more than
Well, I
85.
have this place. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this one off next month, and I got this one as the main, and I got my daughters. They let me put two, so I'm gonna take my mobile home off and put the house where I'm moving on, and keep my daughters out. But mine's gonna be number one, and hers gonna be number two, like it is.
Okay, well, hopefully you get a big tax break on that.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Shit. You know they looking for
Because
their money.
they're saying my taxes are $80, and my homeowner's insurance is $80. That's what we're coming in. They're taking out. So that's $160 plus my house payment.
That's not bad. You know what the HOA is here, Gary? In this
My
building
daughter
right
pays
here?
$97 a month plus
No,
her.
you know how much it is in the apartment I'm in right now. Want to take a wild guess? The
Uh,
HOA.
150,
$10.
200,
A little more than 200. It's like 220.
250
220.
plus the rent.
I don't pay it. No, I'm not paying. I just pay one bill. I just pay one. But that's how much the HOA is in this building. I looked at an apartment here that was for sale. These apartments are going for just over 200,000. And I asked, well, how much is the HOA here? 220. I said, in
That's if you
pesos,
own it, but renting you don't pay it,
right?
right?
No, renting you don't pay it. But I said in pesos. She said no, in dollars. I said $220 a month. Damn,
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
this is one of the cheaper ones. The Energy Living building, the building that has the structure.
Yeah, the one you were in first. Yeah.
Yeah. It's close to 500 for the
Damn,
HOA.
that's way too much.
You gotta pay to play. you want
Yeah.
to play, you gotta pay to play.
Yeah, the neighborhood I'm moving in. There's no HOA, so I don't have that. I don't have that payment along with my house payment. So where I'm moving to, there's no HOA, which is good.
Yeah, because that was one of the things I'm finding out now, looking at all these apartments here in this area. Man, these HOAs are. I'm thinking, Gary, $40, $50.
Yeah.
No. Not in this area. No. I think the cheapest one she showed me was about $125. Was the cheapest one.
Yeah, but the only thing bad about the HOA, that's forever. Even if
And
you
it's just
pay
gonna
off
keep
your
going
place,
up.
that's forever. And
Yeah,
it
it's
goes,
gonna keep going up every year.
yeah, and it goes up. Yeah.
Like Barry, he's gonna be going up every year. They gonna get him.
Where?
Well, he's paying 4. He's gonna be paying for 4 until he gets
What?
tenants.
No, I don't buy property. I don't buy property with an HOA. I have one property with HOA, and that's the one I own in Virginia.
Oh, your new one don't have it. Okay.
No.
Okay,
This
that's
The
building right
other,
here, HOA $500
damn,
A year or a month?
a month.
A month.
Year? No, a month.
I'm not gonna pay.
I think a 1-bedroom in here, it was over 400 for a 1-bedroom. Now the penthouses are nice. The 1-bedroom, I was in that 1-bedroom. This is before it went crazy with Airbnb. It was around in 20. When did I get in that building? 2017, 2018. It was around 1,300 a month for a 1-bedroom. Now, man, you close to $3,000.
for the same thing,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
because of
paying about half where
Airbnb.
you're at right now, right?
Yeah, because of Airbnb. Because people who come, they go to this building, man, they'll pay whatever.
Yeah, Airbnb, they charge more. Yeah.
They'll pay whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. My limit is about 2,500. I ain't going past that. I go past that, I might as well just get a mortgage in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that 1-bedroom, Gary, it's about $3,000 a month.
Damn.
Nah, I don't want to be in there that damn bad. I'm good. I'm good.
You're
I'm
better off.
good.
You're better off buying that 500 square feet thing.
Hey, shit, no, man, y'all, Gary, come on now. Barry, can you imagine your 1600? Shrink that all the way down to 600.
You're gonna have to live like Howard, man. You know, one drawers, one shorts, one tank top, straight to,
Hey,
I don't
you
know.
say Howard out there? You say he out there renting skivvies?
Yeah, leaf and string.
Leave the string.
Hey, man, that's small as hell when you think about it for a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, less than 600 square feet.
Yeah, for a 3 bedroom, they should have just made it just a studio with a partition for the bedroom that or a wall right there.
Yeah, that's
And the
insane.
rest all open.
That is, man. But hey, like I said, the biggest thing you're gonna get in that master bedroom, maybe a double. The other ones, you gotta give a futon. And when you
Oh,
ain't
those
standing
are
up,
closets. The other two
yeah,
are
when you ain't in
closets.
there standing up, you gotta fold it out. That's when you go to bed. I'm serious because they are tiny, tiny. Ain't no way. That just don't seem right, but it is what it is. And the worse the area, Gary, the smaller they are.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's for like a strata 4, a strata 3. You get into them down strata 2s and 1s, shit.
You got a closet then.
Man, shit, you got a corner. You ain't even got a closet. You just got a corner. Hold up. I'll show you. This shit here you won't even believe. Uh, where's that one? Um, no, all these 500,000. Yeah. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 450 square feet.
Or
Here's one, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 370 square feet.
Damn.
I'm gonna show you this one, Barry. This is gonna be your new place. You and your girl can go there and chill. There's your kitchen. We call that Barry builder's grade. Now see, here's your bedroom. The closet took up most of the room.
Yeah.
You ain't got much space. That wall right there next to the closet, that's where your bed's going. What you think you putting there? A double?
Hardly
Queen?
anything.
A
A cot.
twin?
I don't know what room this is. It ain't very big, whatever it is. That must be the second bedroom. That's what that is. This is the second bedroom.
Oh, that's even smaller. Yeah.
shit.
There's the bathroom.
That's small too, looks like.
See that little ass sink in the corner?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's like a little kid sink.
That's not a. I seen bird baths bigger than that.
470 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
And how much money is that?
This one's going for 36,000. Or almost 37.
And that's in the bad area?
Hell yeah, it ain't no good area.
Is that's the places up high, right? Where you got to go up all those
No,
stairs
no, no,
and
no.
stuff, right?
Well, yeah. These the ones you got to take the stairway to heaven and straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say that's in a good area. Shit, no. These places, look at 1 bedroom, 1 bath still, less than 200 square feet.
Damn. Less than 200 square feet.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
bedroom, 1 bathroom. You see
Yeah,
a
that's
bathroom?
how-
That's a single.
And how old is the place? How old is the place?
Oh, I don't know that, Gary. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
single.
it's here.
That's the closet right there. There's your closet for your clothes right next to it.
Yeah,
Man,
just
you
like
got
in
to
a
go outside
hotel.
just to think.
You got a
There's,
washer instead of a
yeah,
dishwasher?
that's your washer right there in the kitchen.
Man,
Yeah,
you
No
got
that's
to
a
wash
regular
your
dishwasher?
say you wash your clothes and your
wash
dishes in
That's
machine.
the
your
same
refrigerator right
In
back
one.
there. That's your
Dual
refrigerator
purpose.
right there. That's the
Yeah,
refrigerator.
it's small. Yeah, it's small.
Damn.
So you walk in, welcome. There you walking in. Everything right there in plain sight, except the bathroom. Look at the door to get into the bathroom.
It's probably small, very small too.
You see, they ain't got no pictures of it. Yeah, it is. They put it on wide angle to make it look bigger.
Yeah,
Yep. That's less than 200 square feet for 37,000.
yeah.
No, sir. I'm good on that, dog.
And that has an HOA too.
Hell no. What a minute. What a minute is you paying for there, Gary? What the hell?
Oh,
All right.
I thought they charged HOA for everything.
No, not in those areas. This one is 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 439 square feet for a 3 bedroom, 439. So they got
Damn.
stairs. Damn, look at them stairs. No,
Oh, I
sir.
don't like that staircase. That's dangerous.
That shit ain't got
Damn.
no handrails.
Yeah, that's
Hell no.
dangerous.
You gonna break your ass coming off that now. No.
Yeah.
Shit.
Look at the bathroom. What the?
Huh?
Is that the laundry room?
That's a laundry room, man. It has
Yeah,
that
that's a
board,
laundry room.
that built-in uh
Scrubber. Yeah. The
yeah,
washboard.
clothes scrubber. Yeah,
Yeah, the
washboard.
washboard. Yeah.
This is one of the rooms. This is probably the master
That's
bedroom.
upstairs, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
upstairs.
it's probably master bedroom right here. Oh, that's another set of stairs.
Oh, that looks like a
Goes to
spiral, huh?
is go to the attic.
Maybe it goes outside. I don't know.
There's a room right there. You got a window.
Yeah, it's probably small.
I don't know. That's the hallway. Yeah,
That's
that's a
supposed to
room.
be a room.
Yeah, that's a room. That's one of the.
Man.
It's only 439 square feet.
Yeah, that's like a little closet.
There's a bathroom. Yeah, there's only one bathroom. That's it right here.
That's oh.
Yeah, you going
Yeah.
up. So I guess that's another room up there. Yeah, that's another room.
That's on the roof.
Yeah, there's another room.
Yeah.
On the roof. Damn. I'm telling you, boy. Y'all be talking shit about America if you want to, but you blessed to the motherfucker. Even if you poor, America shit. These guys get on Section 8 or something.
Well,
Man.
at least they don't have snow, so they ain't gotta worry about winter clothes and shit.
No.
What?
Hell no. Can you imagine? Man, it's snow here. Motherfucker's gonna be stiff. No, I've never been to Cuba. You been to Cuba, Barry? Still, you been to Cuba, Gary?
No,
No, I only
no.
I only touched Cuban waters. I didn't go on the land.
Yeah, if you go there, you got to take money with you because I don't know they use credit cards and stuff. You got
Oh
to
no.
pay cash. You got to
No.
pay cash. You got to
Yeah,
pay
your
cash.
credit cards don't work there.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
Take
you
your
got to
ass
pay
out there if
cash
you want to.
for everything.
Take your ass out there if you want
Urban
to. But I got some credit
Urban has
cards.
the real information about that because when was he there? Last year or sometime?
It's
Oh
probably
yeah,
been a little
yeah. I
more-
think he
it's
went.
probably
Yeah,
been a little bit more than a year now.
Okay.
yeah. I forgot he said he went. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the pictures and all. Yeah, he was over there. And once he told me about it, I said, "No, I don't think I'm going." Because if you don't bring enough money, you in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
You got
still
to bring money with you.
Yeah, you in trouble. It don't look bad though. They just been having a lot of power issues. Damn whole island was
Yeah,
out a couple times.
You gotta bring your own damn generator.
Pocket generator.
Yeah, it don't look too bad though. It's clean. Okay, I don't know what the fuck he doing.
Why why
Yeah, they
why
have a lot of
why
they
why
have a
is
lot
his
of old cars.
why are his knees dirty on his on his pants, man?
I knew you were gonna go there. I already knew when I saw that movie. I said somebody gonna say something.
dude, dude knees dirty on his pants.
Hey,
I already knew
why they
somebody.
walking around on stilts?
I already knew. Still, I already knew somebody gonna say something.
Hey, he beat me to it.
It didn't look right. It just didn't look right. He on that dancing knees, dirty as hell. I said, yeah,
Man,
this
hey,
Something's off.
ain't.
where you get your damn jeans from?
Yeah, you do it on your knees. First of all,
Hey, but that shit is like that damn Kenville and Okinawa.
man, all these countries look the same. I could probably tell you about 10 corners that look like that here. I tell you what though, their seniors are in way better shape than our seniors because they can be what, man, they walk all day.
Oh, they walk everywhere they need to go, man.
They
So yeah,
walk,
they'll
Barry, and they pushing shit. You know that damn trash cart? They be
yeah.
recycling. Man, they'll push that thing all day. They'll get $2
If they get that, yeah.
if they get that. Yeah, you're right. If they get it,
And they're lean as hell.
they don't have all them hills. That shit is flat.
Yeah, that's where you get the workout going up those hills and all those stairs that you got to climb up and stuff.
Man, fuck that shit here, Gary. Damn that. No,
Well, you couldn't do that. You couldn't
somebody
do
was
that.
drunk when they designed this damn place. Shit. They got all them old ass cars over there. Classics.
Yep. Yep.
Do they have any new ones?
Nope.
No, I think they're all old timey.
So they only got new scooters. They don't get new cars. There's one. There's a car right there. What is that?
Oh yeah.
I
Look,
can't
probably a
tell what
Nissan.
that was. Old
There's a
ass-
Jeep.
Yeah, there's a Jeep. That's
that's
all.
an old
There's a
car.
ladder.
That's all one.
That blue one is a ladder. That's a Russian made.
Yeah.
Oh, Russian.
Ladders.
Yeah, they got a bus. And I see the scooters are new, but not too many new cars. They probably can't afford them. Damn cars is probably shit.
Yeah, if you got a newer car, you got money.
Here comes another ladder.
There's
Yeah,
another
that's
old one.
from my old Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
It looks about the same. Look like every other island country out there. You still thinking about going to what's it called, Barry? Dominica? What's it called? Dominica?
Dominica?
Dominica, yeah. You still thinking about retiring there?
In Dominica? No.
Yeah. You were talking
That
about it
wasn't
not that
me.
long ago.
Dominica?
Yeah, you say you
Nah.
had family. No. Where was it?
No, Grenada.
Grenada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grenada.
The hell's in
Mhm.
Grenada?
Nut Barry.
My mom is there right now.
Oh, she in Grenada? Okay.
Yeah, that's what my mom was born there. My grandparents was born there. I have my mom and two of her siblings were born there. I still got a bunch of relatives there, man. All of my relatives on
What's
my
the
grandmother's side, they
What's the
came back.
capital?
I can't remember. They came back.
Is it
They
London?
retired in London, England, and built houses and moved back after they retired.
Barry, how many passports do you have? Just one,
Two.
or do you have two or three?
Two. No, two.
You have
Two.
two.
Oh, Mr. International, Barry. I thought they made you give it up.
Yeah, they made me give it up, but I kept it.
As a souvenir, it's no good.
No, no. The U.S. doesn't recognize it, but Trinidad and Tobago recognizes it.
Oh, you can still use it when you enter the country. Okay.
So
Yeah.
you won't be
Mhm.
caught up in that situation where you use your American passport to get out the country, but you use your uh, Trinidad to
A
get
lot of,
To
in.
get in, yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
that's that that's what a lot of people do. But
yeah. Well,
now with this administration, they're stopping it.
Trump wants to take away like dual passports and stuff. He was talking
Yeah,
about.
they want to take away dual citizenship.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, yeah. That's what they're saying. He wants to get rid of
But
dual
but
citizenship.
that's what when
What?
I became a U.S. citizen, I had to give it up. That's why I had to give up my Trinidad and Tobago citizenship because I
Mm.
was becoming a. That's what one of the conditions George Bush had put in there.
Yeah, but it depends on what country it is too, don't it? Or you have to give it up.
Nah, no, no. Everyone during that time when I got my citizenship, everyone that was in the ceremony and shit like that had to denounce citizenship of any other country, and the U.S. is their place of citizenship.
Yeah, because my
If I had to do that, everybody, pretty much everyone that became a
yeah,
citizen
my
during
wife's a dual
his
citizen.
regime
She got
probably had to do
Mexico.
that.
My brother-in-law has two passports, Mexican and American.
But why do they want to get rid of dual citizenship? What's the purpose of
Oh,
that?
I don't know why.
It's either you're a citizen for that country or you're a citizen of the United States.
Yeah, they want the tax money, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're only
It's,
Yeah,
one or two countries that still tax their citizens, regardless of where you are in the world.
overseas, overseas. Yeah.
It
yeah,
ain't no difference where you are. U.S. said,
Hmm.
"Give me."
Yep. That's why
yeah, but
when
you got that write-off though.
when Facebook,
It
was it
depends
Facebook? I
on
think when
what's your net
Facebook
worth.
went public, when Facebook went public and they made all that money, one of the founders he gave up
Oh,
his U.S.
denounced.
citizenship. Yeah,
And he
he
moved
denounced
to
it and he moved back to where he came from or somewhere.
Taiwan
So he didn't
or
have to pay.
where
He
he
didn't
go?
have to pay the taxes
He went to Taiwan or
somewhere
Hong
where he didn't
Kong.
have to pay a whole bunch of taxes.
Yeah, he denounced his citizenship.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's one guy. He helps people get other nationalities passports. I forgot his name. He gave up his but he's rich. This guy's rich,
You can
and
do
he
that
gave
when
up
you're
his
rich.
citizenship.
Yeah,
When you're rich, you
yeah.
can do that. But when your ass on Social Security, you better get that motherfucker up.
No, no, don't give that
No,
shit up.
when you give that up, you'll be
You
giving
hold
your
it.
VA.
You
You'll
gotta
be
hold it
giving your
even
Social
tighter.
Security up too.
Hold that shit even tighter.
You fuck around denounce it if you want to.
Yeah.
No,
You grab that. You hold on to that shit like you get in squeezed like an anaconda.
yeah, but you can have a residence. You can have residency somewhere else, but that won't affect it because that's not a passport.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
but no, man, you want more than one place to call home other than the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
shit go wrong, man. Hey, I gotta have
no
me
more
somebody
than ever. No more than ever.
because it looks like, man, pretty soon they gonna try to keep y'all ass in the U.S. Build a fence around that bitch to keep you in.
Well,
Gas
that's the,
prices,
that's why they say they built the wall to keep us in instead of the other way around.
keep them working bees right there in the states.
Mm.
I don't know how that shit's gonna work out though, bro, because the damn tourism industry in the U.S. is drying up. They kicking everybody out. People scared to go there now.
Yeah. So
Uh
if you
Canada
don't
put out
go ahead.
a warning to their citizens traveling to the US because they can take your phone and look at everything in your phone, and if they find
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
you saying anything against the president, They can detain you. They're not.
Are you
There's no
serious?
telling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're not.
can.
They
They're
You
don't.
doing
say
that.
Yeah,
something against the president.
yeah,
Yeah, they're doing that.
We
yeah.
ain't no damn dictatorship. What the hell? We
Hey,
have freedom of speech.
that's what
Hey,
we done got to, son.
hey. Yeah.
Wow.
They put out notice to all Canadian citizens, man.
So you can't say nothing bad about Trump or they won't let your ass in.
If
Oh,
they're
hey,
looking at
hey,
your social
right now,
media and shit, yeah.
they deport
Wow.
motherfuckers behind that. Like I said,
I mean, they can look at my phone. I ain't got shit on mine. I barely got any apps. I don't give a shit about that.
like I said, I mean, democracy. They say they always predicted the downfall of the great empire. So what we're witnessing now is exactly that.
But to be fair, when I got my residency, they do the same shit here too, though. I had to give them
Yeah.
all my social media. They wanted to see
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do.
what
They,
type
they
of
do
person you
that.
are you on here with some bullshit? What you doing? Let me see.
Yep.
Who you talking to? What you talking about?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to have a police clearance. Sometimes they want the FBI
yeah.
too,
I had
plus
to
the
get a
Interpol.
FBI report, Gary, for the last 7 years, 8 years, something like that.
Then sometimes they pull the Interpol too. Depends on what country
Yeah,
you're in, or they do their own check. What
yep.
their own, yeah,
Man, these countries ain't bullshitting no more.
because they don't want criminals. They want
Yeah.
law-abiding people.
Hell, Gary, you even got to have a mental health clearance here.
Oh yeah, I know that. Me being 70%, they're not gonna like that.
Well, it depends on what your doctor said. If your doctor says that you had a mental capacity to know right from wrong, they still might let you in. But if you fuck up, it's on you and the doctor. They're gonna hold both of you responsible. So I don't know. But damn, Barry, you say something about Trump, they won't let your ass in?
Yeah,
That's
brother.
some
Yeah,
bullshit right there, too.
And
That's some bullshit.
you know they're gonna make you bake in a cell somewhere before.
are you support the Islamic
Right now,
cause?
right
Anything
The
like
now,
who?
that?
right now they're trying to get back. I don't know if he came back because the judge had given them until midnight sometime this week to
No,
bring
they
that
don't have
kid
to bring
back.
him back now. I don't think the Supreme
No, they
Court
don't.
stepped in. I think the Supreme Court stepped in, and I
Which
don't think they
kid?
have to do that now.
This kid, he's gay and he got a stay from a judge during the Biden administration 2019 or something
Yeah,
some time ago, where they cannot deport him because of what would happen to him if they deport him back to wherever he came from, that country.
yeah,
They picked him
that's
up.
what they
They
call.
picked him up, and he's in that criminal jail that they have in Ecuador, wherever.
Oh, and El
No,
Salvador.
El
Oh,
Salvador.
hell.
El
And
Salvador.
he is gay. He is
Oh, he
gay.
loving it then. He good.
That dude is scared as a motherfucker. He was crying.
Bruh, ain't nothing but swinging dicks in there. He good. They
Yeah.
probably had a woman in who knows when. Hey, he good.
MS-13 and Trend, all them motherfuckers up in there.
Yeah, that's El Salvador. That's
Yeah.
that new
Protest
prison.
and the guy, the Muslim guy, I can't remember what country he's from,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
the immigration took. His wife is pregnant and she's a US citizen.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a green card holder. Supreme Court said they can deport his ass
What?
yeah,
because
yeah,
he was protesting. Yeah, at one
Yeah,
yeah,
of these colleges.
I saw Marco Rubio talking about that. If you're
Yeah,
gonna come on a student visa, if you're coming on any
right.
type of visa and you protest, they're gonna throw your
You're
ass
out.
out.
You're
but
out.
he is a permanent resident. He is a permanent resident.
Yeah, but they could take that away just like that.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
So if you protest as a student now, your ass is up out of here.
yep,
As a permanent resident, you up
As
out of here.
long as you're not safe if you have a green card or a student visa, you hear on some of these countries that have their kids here studying on student visas, they're
Yeah.
concerned about their kids' safety and stuff like that. No, some of them they were told don't leave the U.S. because spring break and whatever vacation they go back to their home country and whatever. They
You may
deny
not get
them
back in.
re-entry. Yeah,
Oh,
they
Yeah.
deny them. So the schools are telling them, hey, don't leave. Don't
damn.
leave.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're gone
it's
more than 6 months, they don't like that. If you're
shit
gone
is
more than like
real.
6 months.
Shit is real. No, you can't. Well, with the green card, people will go in and 6 months in their home country, their
Yeah,
country of birth, and coming.
they come
They're
back.
splitting their time. 6 months there,
Yeah,
6 months
that's what I
here.
said. Yeah,
That
you
shit
can't do that now
ain't.
because they're
They're
scrutinize you now when you
they're
come back.
taking their green card at the airport and sending them back.
No, oh shit, at the airport.
Or they
Yeah.
detain them and holding them for a while. Then
Yeah, they
send them
detain them
back.
for
Yeah,
whatever and send them back.
but
Yeah.
some of them are
Hey,
getting sent
but to
back.
keep it a buck, those people that were coming from Cuba, they were wrong. How you gonna claim political asylum, get citizenship, and then take your ass right back when you say you were being persecuted? You ain't being persecuted. You lied.
Yeah, hell no. Yeah, especially if you doing that. You damn sure ain't being persecuted.
Nope.
You lying. You just lying to
But the
get
Cubans,
citizenship.
the
Another
Cubans
thing
had a
people
different
do,
thing. If they touched soil,
people get
they were good.
when you have a green card, you're a permanent resident. You're not a citizen.
Correct. That's
You're
different.
just a
That's like me.
permanent resident.
I'm a permanent. I'm not a citizen.
Yeah, your permanent citizenship is totally different, but people get the two confused.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know the difference. I'm a permanent resident. I'm not a citizen
yeah,
yet. I got another step to go to become a citizen. But as a
yeah.
permanent resident, they can cut that
You
shit up
don't.
anytime they want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You don't
Colombia,
have
Colombia can.
the full protection. But once you cross the realm into citizenship, then
Now
it's
that's a
a lot
different story.
harder.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
lot harder for them
To
to
do,
fuck
yeah.
with you.
Yeah. What I got right now, Barry, gives me some rights. I can
Yeah,
leave and I can stay gone for a
yeah,
while. I can't go. I can't leave the country for more than 2 years. One day
yeah.
over 2 years,
Okay.
this shit ain't no
You
good.
lose
It's
everything.
same like kind of similar to here, because as a permanent resident green card holder, you can't work federal jobs. Like when I had my green card, I was working part time as a park ranger, but I was an unarmed park ranger because I wasn't a citizen. Their rule, I couldn't carry a firearm. If I was a citizen, I would have been able to carry a firearm. But guess what? I had just joined the military, and I joined the military with a green card, and I can go have a firearm and go kill people.
Yeah.
You
That
just
don't
couldn't
make
kill
sense,
American
huh?
citizens. They didn't want you to kill American citizens. Hey, with my green
It's
card,
just,
man,
it's
with my
crazy.
residency over here, I can go get a job anywhere. I can
Yeah,
apply for public assistance. I can go to the universities for free. If I want to go get a job at the mall and just stand there, okay. As long
yeah.
as they paying, I can do that. Legally. I
All
don't
right.
have to get a work permit. I don't have to get none of that.
I'm not sure, but I think as a permanent resident green card holder, you can't apply for public assistance here. That's one of the rules, I think.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I think that's one of the rules. You can't apply for welfare and stuff.
No,
That'd
I
be
think
crazy.
people are getting it that have green cards.
That'd be crazy, man. I go to the damn Colombian government and say, I need some food stamps.
Yeah.
We're past our
No,
quota.
no. The
Everybody else is out of there.
the way they beat that, they get around that is if they have a kid that's a U.S. citizen that was born
Yes.
here, they still have a green card. The kid can get
Yeah, that's
public
the
assistance.
workaround. Yeah.
So
That's how they
so
get it.
that's how
Yeah.
they get around it.
Yeah, that's the workaround. Yeah.
Hey, have you heard about this? Have you heard of countries that offer expedited dual citizenship through ancestry?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
Yeah,
Ireland
I've heard
does that.
stuff about, but I don't know anything much
Ireland
about
does
it.
that. Like if you had a
Yes.
grandparents that were born in that country and you could prove it, like you can go to Ireland, you can get the citizenship over there.
Yeah.
Some-
Same. Okay. Yeah. Now I know what my mom being born in Grenada, I can get Grenadian citizenship
Yeah,
through
you should
her.
be able to get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm your cousin, Barry. I need to go there and get me some citizenship too. How does that work for relatives? I've always wondered about that. How does that work for relatives? If okay, that's your mom. Okay, let's say I'm your
Hmm.
nephew. How does that work?
It
I don't
has to
know.
be your parents.
Yeah,
Or
I
it has
think
to
it's
be their
parents.
It's
Parents. It's
parents. That's how.
parents,
and grandparents.
and grandparents. Yeah.
Depends on the country.
Siblings, they gotta
Some
siblings is
countries
different. They gotta go
not
through the
grandparents.
process.
Because I know here, if I wanted to bring my kids and my grandkids here, they could all come off my
Visa.
residency.
Yeah.
Yeah, off
Yeah,
my visa.
okay.
Yeah.
They don't need
No,
to.
Yeah. You just have to
no,
apply for them.
Yeah.
in the U I don't know if it's still this way, but let's say someone here got their citizenship, their naturalization citizenship,
Oh shit,
and they
Julio Jones
had
retired.
kids under the age of 18, they automatically become citizens when their parent became citizens.
Oh, okay.
Under
Yeah,
18?
but yeah.
Now, what about the one we had talked about before, Barry? Because you're the perfect person to ask about this. You born on a military base to American parents.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They never really do the paperwork and they
No.
don't return, but the kid goes because the kid they'll still get a kid a social security card and they'll still get a kid a birth certificate.
Yeah.
But
No,
technically,
they won't get a certificate. They get a what is called a
a
certification
naturalization,
of registered birth abroad. It's called a CRIBA. CRBA, yeah, CRIBA. A certification of registered birth abroad, a US
Yeah.
citizen, but you don't get a birth certificate. That is your birth certificate, that piece of document.
Yeah, but
okay,
when you're 18, you have to decide, I think. Say you were
Decide
born in
what?
Europe, and when you're
Yeah.
18, I think you can decide to be a UK citizen.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one,
I don't
but
know.
I do know that kids that were born abroad, their parents never return because their parents have to do paperwork. One of them
Mm.
has to at least have been in the US within 5 years of when that child was born. But when they don't go back and that kid goes back to the US, they're going to treat that kid like an American citizen until it's time to get Social Security. When it's time to get Social Security, a lot of people don't realize this. They do a full background check on your ass from the
Yeah.
time you were born. And if you ever left and did anything and came back, okay, you're
Mm.
still an American citizen. But a lot of those people that were born abroad and their parents never came back, they ain't getting a
Yeah.
dime because they're not U.S.
Damn.
citizens. They're technically not U.S. citizens, even though they've been here their whole life, worked the job, did everything. That's how tight our government is. So when people say, well, they're giving money, Social Security to immigrants, you out your fucking mind. They don't even
No,
give it to their
no,
own citizens. How the
yeah,
hell they
no,
give you out your mind?
no. It's
Hell no.
it's like
Hell no.
some of the undocumented people, right? Some of them they have fake SSS numbers, right?
Yes.
Right.
And they work, they pay into the system, but guess what? They can't collect when it's time
Not a
because they are
dime.
Yeah,
not.
they can't. They
Yeah.
can't file.
So
They can't file.
do you know how much? So this thing they're talking about, the social security system is going to go broke or what? No, I don't think so because people are paying into this stuff and they can't collect,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
and that's been going on for ages, for decades.
Yeah, I watched this one guy. He's in the Philippines. He does Sunshine Shoulders. I'm sure Mike goes on.
I thought he came back. I
thing.
thought he came back to the U.S.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, he's in. He's in U.S. right now because he had to come back and do some stuff. But
Okay.
he has a daughter over there, and he has two sons. Once they were born in the Philippines, you go to the American embassy, you fill out some paper, then you can get them the American passport. So they're like dual
It's not that
citizens.
easy. It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Mm-mm.
It's not that easy,
Well, he's
brother.
done it 3 times. He's done it three
It's
times.
not that easy.
No, Gary.
You have to show 10 years of tax paying in the US.
Oh, I don't know
10
what the
years.
Damn,
requirements
10
are, but
years,
They-
a decade.
Yeah,
He
10
has to have
years.
been. He has to have been in the U.S. Well, he's back now, I guess. I don't know. I think I know.
no,
who
he's been out like I think maybe 14 years or something like that.
But he's back now. I saw a video with him
he's
back.
back now.
Bro, there's a rule behind that shit.
It's
You
not
have
that
to
it's it's
show-
not that easy.
Yeah, you got to show. I forgot how it go. It's some bullshit behind it though.
Yeah.
It is some
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
I thought it was real easy
Yeah.
to do
Hell
No. When my son
because
was
the way he
born,
was talking about doing
when my
it,
son was
it was
born,
very
I
easy.
had to go on the Social Security website and pull up everything from 10 years before, like military and my job and everything, to show that I was paying taxes for 10 years prior. And
Well,
some other thing I had,
he does pay
I had to do a
taxes.
lot of shit. I had
Yeah,
to
he
show
was in
a lot of
insurance.
stuff before they gave my son his friggin' certificate of register birth abroad as a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, because
no,
his
you don't just walk
income
up to
is
the
from
embassy
his
and
Yeah.
give you-
residuals
And-
from
And
selling
as soon as he
insurance.
got that, as a matter of fact, they did his passport one at the same time too. So he got that and he got his passport at the same doggone time.
See, this is what Barry was talking about right here. Consular report of birth abroad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cribba, yeah.
Bro, it ain't as easy as y'all think. You
It's
don't
not
just-
it's not easy. Yeah,
no.
yeah.
This is all the shit, and I know one of the parents has to have been in the U.S. a certain amount of time.
Yep.
Because if they're not,
Yep.
bro, you gonna catch it.
Continuously, yeah.
Yeah, you gonna
Continuously.
catch it. No, it's some bullshit behind that.
Yep.
For real. It ain't simple. No. It ain't no
You
quick
know?
process. Okay, I got a child born here from American
Nope.
citizen.
Nope.
Okay, great, but no, we need some paperwork.
I had to go online and print shit. I had to go back with a stack of shit to the consulate in Trinidad and Tobago. And
Because I heard other
To
people
submit-
done it.
to
They said
submit
they done
all
it
that
for their
stuff.
kids too, and I didn't know what they had to go through.
people don't tell you the all and
But
the
they
process.
got it. All I know, they got it.
Yeah, once you have your shit squared away, you have all your ducks in a row, you'll get it. But if you ain't got all your ducks in a row, you gotta come back.
You have to declare citizenship as born abroad. Yeah, but you can need your parents too. I know that. One of your parents has to be in the U.S. a certain amount of time.
Yep. With no break. No
Yeah,
break.
with no break in
It
between.
cannot be, no break.
It's like if the woman leaves and she's pregnant and she goes abroad and has the baby when she's abroad, then I think that's different. If she's already pregnant in the U.S. and has the baby
Mhm.
abroad, that's different. But if your ass abroad, you a couple, you abroad, you have a child abroad. Oh no, you got to go through some steps.
Yeah, you gotta go through that paperwork, submitting that paperwork, bro.
No, because he was always paying for. That's one thing he had to come back for is to file for his Social Security, driver's license,
Come
And
back
get,
to file. File it
file
damn.
for Social Security, file for
filed
Social
mine?
Security.
That dude,
and
that
get
sunshine
paid
shoulder
for-
dude, he has
They
a
got
lot of
full
shit
of it,
going
bro.
on with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on with him.
Bro,
yeah.
you do
Yeah.
not have to go back to file for Social Security. Matter of
He,
fact, when
he
you in
has
the
a
States,
lot of shit
you
going
file
on with
online.
him.
No, but he needed a driver's license. He had to go back to the. But since he was going back, he was filing for his Social Security
Hey,
while
he
he was
wasn't
there.
he wasn't legit.
Getting updating his credit cards and ATM cards.
Gary, let me tell you something, bro. I've been in this country almost 8 years. I have not been back to the States with one credit card, to renew one driver's license, to do my CDR for Social Security. I had to do none of that. What are you talking about, bro? Your credit card, they'll mail to you anywhere in the world. Navy Federal will mail you a credit
Yeah,
card.
I know they
Where
will.
you
And
are.
USAA, I know they. Those
Debit
two, I know
card,
they
no
will.
matter where you are. They'll send you your Social Security card, no matter where you are in the world. Now, he telling y'all some bullshit to keep y'all interested, because all that is complete bullshit.
He said he falsifying
Bro,
records.
when you in the States, you don't go to Social Security's office to file. You file online or you call
Online,
them.
yeah.
You don't even go in the
Yeah,
office.
I helped my brother-in-law. I did it online for him.
You don't even go in the office to file. Oh, that's bullshit.
Another thing too.
BS. My brother had to go through it. He was born in Germany. Yeah, there's a lot of shit you got to go through.
Another thing too. When you become a U.S. citizen, you have to let Social Security know so they can put you as a citizen and not a permanent resident. Because that can fuck you up later on down the road.
Because if you never
You have
change,
to
you ain't
let
getting
them
paid.
know.
You ain't getting paid if you never change.
Yeah,
Shit.
change. You have to
Yeah.
let them know so they can change your status.
Yeah, that sound like that guy full of shit. With all that bullshit.
Yeah.
He said he pulling the fast one.
Yeah.
I've never heard
He's
somebody got to go back to the
he's
States to do that.
he's straight up full of doo doo.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he is telling everybody.
Driver's license? Come on, man.
What the hell he needs a driver's license for in the Philippines? Get it? Come on, man. Pick sense out of nonsense, man.
Come on, man.
Barry got
No, that
no
guy.
love.
I don't know him.
Good
I don't
love,
know nothing
Barry.
about him. I want to make it clear. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about him. But I can tell you firsthand, everything that you just described, you ain't got to go no goddamn where to get that. You ain't got to
Yeah, I know that, but he
You
did.
gotta travel halfway across the world.
to get a driver's license. Come on, man. Or to file for Social Security, or to get a debit card or a credit card. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know he could have did that over there. Yeah, I know that.
Hey,
Hey, but to each his
do
own. Hey,
the do
y'all
the
hooked in. Y'all
But
hooked in. That's all that matters.
I guess he elected to do it that way. But
hey, to each
To
his
each
own,
their own.
brother.
To each
Yeah.
their own. But just so the people out there are clear, you ain't got to leave where you want to do none of this shit.
no, but he hasn't seen his family in a long time.
I ain't
He's
seen
got
mine. I see
kids and
mine on
stuff. Yeah,
Facebook. I see
yeah,
mine
but
on
he,
Facebook.
yeah.
Whatever social program they want to call me on, I talk to him. Let's see. He lived in the jungle. What the hell he need a
No,
driver's license for?
no, he does not live in the jungle. He lives in the city.
I don't know the guy, man. I don't
Then
nobody come on and
then
go, oh, such and
then
such.
he
I don't know the man. I just know that what was described, you don't need to go back to the States for. That's all I'm
hey,
saying.
didn't he
Yeah,
build a
he's
house in the Philippines a few years ago too?
yeah for like 20,000. He bought one. Yeah, he
In the
paid
No, he
for it to
woods?
built
have it built.
one.
20,000.
In the woods.
No, in the
Wherever
city.
In the city.
in
In the city.
Cebu. I think he was
No,
living
no,
in
not
Cebu.
Cebu.
Davao?
No, not
Davao?
DeBell. I'm trying to think of the name of the. I can't think of the name of the city right
Well, if it
now.
wasn't Manila or Cebu,
No, it's
I
not
ain't interested.
Manila.
No.
It's not. It's not.
I
It's
thought it
not
was in
Manila.
Cebu.
No, I can't. I can't think of the name of the city right now. Whatever it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Tell you what kind of
Nope. And he also had a guest house built. He also had a guest house built in his compound, and he lets listeners come stay there a couple of days free.
Oh,
Gary,
hell.
Gary. It's not his compound. He's not a Filipino citizen.
Well, it's
He's not a
as
born.
his girlfriend's.
He doesn't own that shit. His wife
You
owns
said
all that shit.
Yeah, I
girlfriend.
know that. No, he's
You
not
said
married.
girlfriends? Multiple?
He's married to a Filipino. She's in the United States, and that's another reason why he went back is to get because she's dragging her out getting a divorce, and that's what he wants his divorce papers. That's another reason why he went back to the States. His wife is Filipino. His first wife is Filipino, where he had 2 sons, and the one he's with right now, he has a daughter.
You know what,
He
man?
gonna
This
fuck
just
up the
sounds
church's
too
money.
goddamn complicated for me. I don't want to know nothing else about this because this is way out in left field. All that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's good, bro. Hey, the man doing what he got to do. That's all I know. Okay, cool. That's good
Right.
enough. But shit, god damn, I'm good on all that. The house located
No, it
in
don't look like a
a
jungle.
jungle.
Come on, J Love.
Hey, but let's be 100. In the Philippines, you American citizen, you don't own shit. Nothing.
Yeah, I know that.
Your wife owns
Nothing.
everything.
You could own a condo. Only
Still, they don't
you-
even own the rocks on the ground. That motherfucker. They done
Damn.
spent
you
all
could
their
own a
money.
condo. That's it. But because
They
you don't
can't
own
own
land.
nothing. Nothing.
The only thing they can own is a condo that's in a building. If it's in a building, you can own that. Land, no, you can't own no land.
If it's leased and if you do it the right way properly, maybe. But you have to have
Yeah.
a lawyer to do it the
What do
right
you
way.
mean? What do you mean do it the right way properly?
No, you talking about like a 99-year lease on some land? No, that ain't yours. That's still somebody else's. That
No,
ain't
but
yours.
you're
You do a
leasing. You're
99-year
paying money
lease
to lease
anyway.
it.
That's like you know is that's like buying a house on the reservations here.
No, I would never
That's
do
exactly
that.
what it is.
That's like and the Native Americans can come in after a while and say, no, you know what, we don't want you here and kick you off. And you can't do
And
shit.
they've done that before. Yeah, they've done that before.
You can't do shit.
In
No, you
Philippines, the same way. You don't own as an American citizen. You own
Mm-mm.
nothing. Your wife, your girlfriend, your significant, whoever it is, they control it all.
Yeah,
They can call the
But I
police.
thought
Wake up
they
in the
can have you
morning.
thrown out.
They can wake up
I
in the
thought I
morning,
thought
look at your ass, and don't like you. Call
Yeah,
the
they can
police
throw you
and throw
out.
your
Yeah.
ass out.
I thought she did that to him too. I thought she had done that
No.
shit.
No, not that. There's many guys that they have this guy
Gary,
that
you sure
he
as hell
sent money.
co-signing a lot for that guy, man. You and him in something?
Hey, as
No.
long as y'all ain't saying it's me, because people be on that. I didn't say shit. Make sure you get your stories straight. I don't know the guy. I'm here
No,
about
but what I talk
I don't
about
know
is not
nothing.
about him. No, there's other guys that this one guy he sent all this money over to
Damn,
for,
Jay.
this girl to build a house. He gets over there and they kick him out. And they kick him out.
Hey, man. Once again, Markel did not say nothing. I don't know the man. I didn't say a word. All I said was the shit that was described, you can do wherever you are in the world. That's as far as I took. I don't watch him. I don't know it. I want to make that perfectly clear.
That's why we got technology, man.
I'm making that perfectly clear. But goddamn, Jay.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, some people think he is,
Ooh, okay. Well,
but he has a lot. He used to have a meet and greets in the United States.
meet and greet in the U.S.
Yeah,
Who you meet?
with his
Who you meeting?
subscribers.
Oh,
Like he was in Chicago and some other place.
And you know what? You know who's funding all that? His subscribers.
Yeah, subscribers. Yeah.
When they pay money to his
I
his
don't
thing,
give him
where it is.
anything. I don't.
hey, I
give
ain't
him
mad at
money.
the man. Hey, a hustle's a hustle. Hey, do what you got to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I don't give him anything.
Spend 20,000 on something you don't own. PUSSY. That's why.
That's right. Papa uniform Sierra Yankee.
I'm just telling you the truth. PUSSY. That's why they will, bruh. It's been. You watch some of the videos over there. If they telling the truth, they done spent $100,000, $200,000.
Oh, what he spent was nothing. He's only spent 20. There's some other guys spent 100, 200.
Gary, how the hell do you know you co-signing for this guy like that, man?
No, I'm not co-signing for him. I'm just telling you about
Yeah,
him.
you are. You know the exact amount of money he spent?
Well, he said he spent 20,000 on the house.
Okay.
Bro, all I know is, look, when I was in the Philippines and I looked at that shit, and once they told me that, I was done even considering it. I don't, no. Like I talked to Bobby D, and Bobby D trusts his old lady. He been there a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to go back on the show.
He has a good. Bobby D has a good.
Bobby D when was he here? Last year or year before?
We mean
He
when
was
was he here?
back here for a little.
Oh, the
He was
Probably
state.
back in the
last
U.S.
year.
for a little while.
Last year.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last year.
He has a
Yeah,
good. Bobby D has
he
a good
couldn't believe
podcast.
how shit changed, how much shit has changed.
Yeah,
Markel, that's how I found out about you because I was watching Bobby D, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have my friend Markel come out tell us about veterans and stuff like that, the benefits and stuff like that." That's how I found out about you.
man. I've known Bobby D since 2016, 2015, or 2016. One of them. Yeah, that's how long I've known Bobby D. Let's see, I spent 90 and got the same result. Okay. Okay, bro. Gary, I got beach property in the desert if you
No, I'm
interested.
not buying anything.
Damn.
All I'm doing is telling you what he's saying, what he's putting out.
Hey, man.
It's not coming.
Hey,
It's not
look.
coming from me. It came from his mouth,
Hey,
not
look,
mine.
everybody got their hustle. My man, a veteran? Is that guy a veteran?
Navy veteran, yes.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
Navy
So
veteran.
he got percentage from the VA.
No,
So
he
he's
don't.
out there on Social Security only.
No, he's not. Also, he used to sell insurance like the Medicare and stuff, and he's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
and how he's been surviving is residuals from keeping his customers. That's how he's been surviving all these years.
Wait, didn't the
He
residual?
gets a
who?
monthly paycheck for all the customers who bought insurance through him, like the Medicare and stuff.
What
You get
commission?
residuals?
Residuals, like you get in the insurance business, as long as that customer stays with you, you make money off of them. Say you got 500, 1,000, 2,000 customers, they renew every year, you're making money off them.
Oh, you talking about getting a commission off the
Yeah,
sale?
commission, residuals.
Yeah, that's what I'm
whatever
saying.
you wanna call it.
Commission.
Yeah, commission, whatever you want to call it.
But
But that's how he's been supporting himself.
no. He has that
YouTube is how he's
yeah, that
supporting it.
YouTube, and you give him $2, $4, whatever it is, that type of
No,
shit.
he don't. He'll take money, but he don't. Oh yes, he does. He has the. Yeah, he does. He has.
See what I mean?
Yeah, he has that one platform where people
How much?
do
How much?
that.
How much he paying you, Gary?
Nothing.
He got to have like Patreon. He got
Yeah,
Patreon,
that's
one
the
of those
one.
things.
Yeah,
One of
he
those
does.
things.
Yeah,
Patreon,
he
yeah,
does.
one of those things.
memberships and Patreon. Yeah.
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 But
No,
there ain't no way he
I'm not
living on
signed up.
commission
I'm
off
not signed
insurance
up for
sales.
any of that. I don't do that.
No.
There is no way he living on commission on insurance sales, Gary. No way. No way. He be in the province sitting right next to that motherfucker with that pot.
No, he's not in the province. He's not. He's in the city.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying.
nice
There's no
city.
way he living on insurance sales.
It's a nice city where he lives.
You visited him?
No, I see it on his videos because he's there
Still
walking
grease
around
out of
and everything.
He turned
Hey,
the
Ira.
biscuit and turned the biscuit
Ira, I
into a
gotta
cracker.
use that one, Ira. I'm sorry. I gotta use that one, Ira. I gotta tell somebody
Turned the
that.
biscuit into a cracker.
He said that. Hey, he's out of a biscuit can.
I gotta use that one, Ira. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He said he can steal grease out of a
No.
biscuit. Oh shit! That's
Are you
classic.
sure?
All right, Jay.
Have buy me drink bar? Probably. Who knows? I don't know.
No, but
I
there's
gotta
a
use
lot
that
of
one,
people that
Ira.
don't
I
like
gotta
him.
use that one.
Oh,
I
shit.
listen to him every once in a while. I listen to him every once in a while.
That man said out of a biscuit.
I got to make that a short. Holy shit. Steal grease out of a biscuit. Damn.
Hey,
That's
God,
good, boy.
How much?
dog.
How much grease does a biscuit have anyway?
Hey, depending on where you get it from.
Yeah.
Ain't much. God damn, I gotta write that down, dog. I'm sorry. I got to
That
have
day
that.
show ain't the Popeyes biscuits.
God damn. Hey, bro, I haven't heard that one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to my cousin.
That's a new one right there.
I gotta send that to
Pillsbury.
my cousin, man. You can
Man,
steal
still
grease
out of
out of a
biscuit.
biscuit.
Man, what type of biscuit is that?
Damn.
Damn.
Ira's in the running now.
Hey, man, Ira up there with that one. He up there with that
Yeah,
one.
he might have took the leaderboard.
He up there with that one. Damn. Hey, man, okay. Hey, he got to survive whatever way he can survive. You know, the YouTube game, the whatever way. You got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
That's wow.
But me personally, I ain't going to broad like that, dog. I can't.
I have no idea what he makes on YouTube.
Oh no, I mean, I ain't trying to figure it out. I'm just saying, for me personally, there's no way.
Man, we don't
That's too
count
much.
nobody's pockets.
YouTube is it's not stable. You can't count because you're relying on people to watch and you're relying on other people to give. And that shit is
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
no.
Then they say I know something like Facebook is like paying now too for something. I guess you.
Yeah, I get paid for Facebook, bro. If you get enough people to watch on Facebook and they offer you a monetization, but I don't really make much on Facebook. I make like $20, $30 a month.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
But there's people out there though making thousands. There's some people out there making hundreds of thousands on Facebook.
With all that
Oh,
bullshit
yeah.
on Facebook, yeah, I can see it. 'Cause I keep getting these fucking cologne bullshit in my feed. Man, you don't get this shit off my feed.
TikTok is another one that'll pay, right? Because I see why Mike does all them damn lives. You get people that'll just give you money for just sitting there talking to them.
Yeah, Mike does some shorts, a lot of shorts too.
Yeah.
Well,
He
that's
sells
to
at
put
the store.
yourself out there so people will start watching you, right?
Huh?
Yeah,
That's to put yourself out there that people don't know about you. They say, oh, they'll see Mike do a short or whatever, and they find out who he is. Then they go to his channel, might see his channel.
I saw he put out a promo for that marine thing he about to get started.
Simplify.
Yeah.
Simplify,
But
yeah.
he didn't say when he was supposed to start it.
No, he didn't
He
say.
didn't get no date.
Yeah.
See, that's
I didn't see that
like, we're
one.
gonna do it, but I ain't give you no date. You ain't gonna hold me to no date.
Yeah.
I might tap in there when I can.
Yeah, I'm looking for
like TikTok.
Mike is the one that made me friggin' join TikTok to get on his grown folks talk.
Oh yeah, yeah. You used to go on there, huh?
Huh?
You used to go on when he was live.
Yeah, I used to go on.
Yeah.
I used to go on his live sometimes. They got this chick from that live. She constantly hitting me up.
Oh yeah, back in the day, the lard.
Yeah, that was a while ago, right?
On top of the stove.
Yeah, constant and shit. Below my damn shoes look better than she does.
And did you use a different name?
Yeah, not your shoes.
Did you use a different name when you went on his TikTok?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Don Corleone.
It wasn't
back
Gooey
in the
Dog, I
days,
know that.
50s, they used lard grease to make biscuits, from what I was told. Hence the grease.
Yeah, back in the day.
That lard.
Yeah.
Well, that's from scratch.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, we don't make nothing out of a box.
Palo.
You get your ass whooped bringing some
Ah,
box.
damn, Barry, you said that look like your shoes look worse than your shoes.
Yeah, damn.
Hey, what type of shoes you have on though? Work boots? Or you had them Iran Barclays?
Them damn my damn desert boots.
Damn.
What with the jungle boots, or you had the suede?
The suede. The suede.
Hey man, that's the thing about YouTube. You don't know who on the other end. What they look like, nothing. You don't know nothing. Unless they come on, you don't know.
Hey.
Yeah, I used to hit them up on that grown folk.
Barry says she came on looking like them Iron Sheik boots. They shit all curled up at the top.
Yeah, like Rumpelstiltskin.
So, what kind of boot when you went in basic training? What kind of boots do they have? The regular black leather ones, or the
Yeah,
ones
the
they have
regular
now?
black,
You had the
regular
little
black.
Yeah,
hard
that's the
ass
one I use.
non-orthopedic boots from the base, and you had to put that damn that what that shine was shit you put on there.
Kiwi.
The new
Lincoln
Kiwi.
wax,
I
Lincoln
forgot
wax.
that magic. What they call it? Magic something.
I used to
Oh
use
my
Lincoln
god!
wax.
No.
I used to use it, melt the kiwi down, the mop, the
Okay.
magic glove.
Mop and
At
glove.
first, you would have your little 2 fingers. You put it in there with
Yeah,
some
Top
water
Yeah,
on
with
it.
your
spit shine.
cotton.
Tried it that way. Then later on, they made like
the
a
mop and
bottle.
glow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mop and glove. I think I used that.
and you used to
Yeah,
rub
mop
that
and
shit
glow.
on. It was good for about the first hour. Then it would crack. That shit looked
Yeah,
Yeah,
horrible. And then it cracked up. I was nah, dog. I
yeah.
can't
You
do
only,
it.
hey, those only for inspection only.
yeah,
Instant shine.
yeah,
No, you had a new pair that you
And
kept.
now we just put with the instant shine. We put the mop and
That's
glow on it. The
for
mop and glow
inspection.
lasts longer.
Yeah, the two
After you shine
fingers.
it up,
You
spray
dip.
that little mop and no. After you do the split shine, spray that mop and glow that keeps the shine on it.
Yeah, but when I was in
I
Korea,
was
But
straight
only
up
for inspection purposes
Lincoln
though.
wax.
After that,
when I was in
hey,
Korea,
you better. Hey, you only wear those boots on inspection days.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
yeah,
had 3 pair. Was it 3 pair?
Yeah, you had
We
two.
had
We had two.
two that we were using. Then we had one that was just your dress boots that side in with your class A's, like your uniform.
yeah, for the class
You had to,
A's. Yeah,
you had to tape that shit down. We had to tape it down. You would tape down your socks. You know how you would roll your socks up?
Yeah,
And it would be like that little
ruler,
peel.
3 yeah.
It looked like a little
yeah,
peel. You had to tape that down, tape down this shirt, the class A, and then those shoes. Those shoes stay glossy. You just wipe them off, the
Yeah,
little dust that get
yeah,
on them.
yeah,
Then your uniform, right? You had to be a fist apart. The hangers, when you put your uniform in, was it a
right.
fist? It was a fist apart. Yeah, it had to be spread out because they would check.
Yeah,
If the shit wasn't right, they throw your whole wall locker out.
toss it, toss
Yeah.
it, toss
yeah.
that shit.
When I finished basic training in AIT, I
The
went to
ones that
Korea.
messed up your feet.
When I went
Yep.
to Korea, I had a houseboy that used to make my bed, take all my stuff to the laundry, do my shoes, everything. $7 a month.
No, I did my
Shit, $7 a month, but that was back when damn Gomer Powell was in the U.S.
yeah, Gomer and Beetle Bailey.
Nah, dude, I remember just going to the damn to AFES and going to laundry. Them motherfuckers starching the shit out
No,
of
he
it.
used to take my stuff to the laundry and pick it up
Man,
for me and all that.
them uniforms used to be so
My
damn
locker
starched,
straight.
boy.
Yeah,
The
man.
lines from the last time you couldn't.
The Woodlands. The
Hey,
Woodlands,
Barry,
man. You had winter and summer wear.
Yep, the summer ones had them little stripes, little
Stripes,
lines.
yeah.
You
Yep.
can tell the difference
Yep.
between, and the
Yep.
winters were heavy. But Barry,
Yeah.
they starched that shit
Yeah, the
so
winter
much,
was
man. You can see that shit. Just stop. Then they stopped making them do that with the starch.
Yeah, my fatigues were starched when I was in.
I think
They
they made them
stopped. They
stop doing
stopped.
that, right?
They stopped it with the wash and wear when they went to those
The
digital camo. That
BTUs, you don't
bullshit.
have to have the starch on it.
That digital camo with the Velcro and all that bullshit.
Dress it right and cover down. Man, I'm telling you, man, that
Yeah.
shit used to be so starch heavy, everybody was looking like damn glow shine out there with all that bullshit.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
if you didn't have the
Yeah.
fatigue starched, they looked like shit. They
Even
had
the
to be
hat.
starched.
Even your hat, that shit was starched down like a motherfucker.
Hold on,
Hey man, that
the
shit was
life,
crazy.
man. The life.
But I remember, dude, we come in for first formation on that Monday, half the motherfuckers missing the insignia. You don't know what the fuck going on. They got rank on their hat, nothing on the damn
Dude,
BDU.
I
Fucking
Nothing on
one shoe on
nothing
this
on
side,
the
other shoe on this side.
one time I showed up to inspection with summer top and winter bottom.
Hey, like he had some
Hey,
blazers
with your Class A hat on.
You get chewed
Woo.
out.
Fuck yeah.
And you can't hide it. Everybody know.
No,
You
you
can easily
can't.
tell.
Yeah, you can't hide that shit, man.
You can't
Yeah,
hide
you
it.
can.
Mm-mm. Nah, dude. Those were the days, man. That used to be some
Yeah,
fun shit.
yeah.
That first formation, because some of them dudes was just getting in from the club. Man,
Yep.
they just show up, regular clothes
They
on,
do
regular street clothes
on
on. Fuck it.
on Monday when you gotta do the battalion run. Motherfuckers just falling off on the wayside.
Click
Oh,
off.
we had to do
That's what click
PT
off.
every
Hey, that
morning,
was back in the day, but we used to go
even
straight
in
from
the
the club,
snow.
straight to PT formation. We have our damn PTs under our club clothes.
Yep. You have to have,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
might as
got
well be
the
ready to run.
hey, what you call you have your little go fast, we used to call them in your trunk. Your damn running shoes, they go straight to formation.
Man, that used to be some funny shit, man, that formation.
Oh
God
yeah. Oh yeah.
damn. I'll
That
be
man
toe up.
motherfucker two, hey, motherfucker two, I say, damn, still you making me drunk.
Hmm.
He said, don't worry about it. We gonna run that shit about you.
Boy.
I think dude was
Oh
about to
yeah,
pass
hell
on
With
no.
a
the
CQ with a money
first
maker, yeah.
sergeant.
Oh, some people did that. Yeah,
First sergeant
say
ran
I'll
up
do
and
your
said,
duty for
"Let
you.
his ass fall. Let him fall. Don't touch him. Let him fall."
Let him fall. Yeah, let his ass fall. Let his ass pass out. And he won't do this shit again. Hey, yo, man, CQ. Hey, if you
Let
didn't
his
have this
ass
money and really
fall.
wanted to go somewhere, hey, I'm charging you 3 times as much because you gonna pay it. Because you want to
Oh
go,
yeah,
you got something.
if I know you got to go, oh yeah, I know you got to
Mm,
go.
Oh yeah, I'm charging you 3 times the normal rate.
Yeah.
I got to have that dog. Shit,
yeah.
I soaked everything in a tub of starch before ironing. Damn. Hey man, the
Oh shit.
PX was
Hey,
making a
you just
killing.
use the
Whoever
stay
them
flow.
cleaners were, they were
That
making
that
a killing.
all you had to do was get the stay flow, the liquid stay flow. Just spray that shit on there. You don't
Oh
dilute
yeah, I
it.
remember that. I remember
That
those.
stay.
That's-
That
I
shit
used to
be
send
hard
mine
as
to the
motherfucking
laundry.
cardboard.
I used to send mine to the
hey man,
laundry. I didn't
that
do my
motherfucker used to
personal.
stand up like you was in the wintertime. That shit was bad.
Mm,
Say use that stay flow. Hey, you ain't got to iron that bitch for about 4 months.
And have they changed the bases at all from what they used to be, man? Because they used to just be a bowling alley, a theater, a pizza shop.
Well, here in Offutt, I mean, they got the bowling alley. They don't have a pizza. They used to have Anthony's Pizza, but it's no here. The only thing they got on Offutt now, they got a Burger King, they got a
A
Popeyes, and
Charlie's.
a Charlie
They all
Steakhouse.
got Charlie's.
Usually
Yeah,
that's where the
but
PX is.
and, and the thing is, here on the weekends, the Burger King is closed, and the
On the
fucking
weekend?
yeah, Burger King is closed on the weekends here often. Because it's more civilians than soldiers here.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, Popeyes closed at
Kiwis,
like
fish
2 o'clock on.
Yeah,
It's not
Kiwi.
even
I'm
open
not
on the
trying to wear no
weekends.
boots.
The food court
Food
at the
surgeons.
PX is not even open.
Wow, they removed a joint out of your foot, out of your toe? Damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn, dog.
I was a basic training with a guy. His no boot, no size could have fit him, and his toes curled up, and because they had to make him a special pair of boots, and his toes curled up like this.
Damn.
curled up. Damn. The fact that he said his
Okinawa.
shit curled up was enough for me.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked up. Yeah, they're gonna be a Charlie's on every base. Don't give a fuck where it is.
Yeah.
They must have a contract.
That or Burger King.
Was it coffee place?
They got a
The coffee
green
place.
beans. They used to be green beans, but now they got
Coffee
Starbucks.
shop.
No. It used to be Green Beans Cafe.
Oh, they got Starbucks now.
Yeah, they
Yeah, you
got
know
well
Yeah,
here
Starbucks.
they
some
got
of the
Yeah,
bases I
me.
think
Yeah.
they
Hey, you know
do.
what's so different though about now versus then? Can you imagine back then, dude, that you could do the shit that they do now? They can take your Star card and get prepaid debit cards. You can charge your damn Star card
Yeah, oh yeah, man. With that Star card, you can do everything. I mean, you can buy
and get
alcohol, you can buy
prepaid
all
damn
types of
credit
shit.
Yeah.
cards. I said, what? When the hell y'all start doing this shit?
I never used a star card when I was on active duty.
I
I
still
have
got
one
my
now.
star card.
Now, hey, you can use that bitch for anything. You can get
I still got
I,
my
I,
star card, Gary.
I
Still
don't
got
know
it.
if
can
that
use
was
it at
popular when I
the.
was in. I don't
If I'm
know.
not mistaken, you can use it at the commissary now.
Yeah, you can.
Still,
Yeah.
you can buy airline tickets. You can do all kinds of shit with
Well,
that
yeah, if
commissary
you got
card
the
now.
if you got
If you
the
buy it on base through the travel, right, you probably can
no,
use
No,
no,
it.
no,
But
they
no,
got one with a
no,
Mastercard logo,
no.
Mastercard Visa
There's a
logo on it.
MasterCard now. I got one that
oh,
got a MasterCard logo on it. I think I got
I
a
Yeah,
second
asked
I
them
card
still
that
got
about
got a
that. They
little.
said they didn't have that.
no, they do.
Ooh,
You got to
I
yeah.
got one.
I still
On my
got the
wallet.
traditional one.
No, it's in my other bag.
No, they got the
Because
one
I
with the
knew I was getting
Mastercard
another
logo on
one,
it.
and I
I
I
got
called
got
the
them. I
one.
regular
go,
one.
"Do you have one
I,
with a Mastercard logo?" I thought I seen, and the
yeah,
person told me no.
yeah,
No,
no,
they got
they
it.
do, they do.
But I don't know how they distribute or how that whole thing works.
Well, you got
Okay.
to
All I
apply
know
for it
is
now. They don't give it to you automatically. They give you the regular one automatically. Because I had mine since I was a damn specialist in the army.
I had mine, I let it go, then I went back. I forgot what year that was. They allowed us to go back as veterans. But when I went back, they ran my credit. They gave me a first line of credit they gave me was 5,000. They gave me a regular card. Then in the mail, they just upgraded it. I never asked for it. Next thing I knew, I had one that had the logo on it. I said, "What the hell is this?" And that was she was explaining. Oh, you can buy airline tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
You
it
can
has a
buy
Mastercard
hotels.
logo. Yeah,
it's a
You
credit
can
card now.
do
yeah.
basically a credit card.
No, I thought I read something. Then I called them and asked them because I knew that mine wasn't going to expire, and I wanted to get that one instead of the one they were going to send me. And they said no, that they don't have that. I don't know the person. Maybe they were new and didn't know. I don't know. I only asked one
Yeah,
time.
they didn't know.
I got to get a new one. Mine's about to expire, so I'm supposed to be getting a new one with the new logo on it because the one I got has got the statue on it. The blue
Yeah, I think
one.
the new one got the.
They got the new ones.
Let me see.
Mine's about
Let
to
me see it
expire.
because I think I have the newest one I got. I think it's the same as the one I had before.
The blue one with the
Yeah, the
statue
new one
on
don't
it.
have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
statue on it.
No, that's not the new one.
That's not the new
No,
one.
the new one look
No,
like this.
yeah, it doesn't have the
Oh,
statue on it.
oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't have
I'm
the
gonna have
statue
to
on it. Yeah,
go on my
no, in
wallet
the
and find
front
it.
ain't nothing on the front. So
Mine ain't
Okay.
in my wallet, dude. I don't even. I try not to even use that damn thing unless it's a straight emergency.
hey, I just use it for gas if I'm running out of gas and I'm on post.
But that's crazy still when you think about it, man. All the shit that you can do with it now. Because back then, man, you couldn't do nothing but get clothes at
You
the
can use it
PX.
nowhere
They
but
said at
at
the
but
PX. I
at the
don't think you
PX.
can use it at the
Yeah, you couldn't
commissary
use
at
it
that time.
nowhere but at the PX to get like supplies to
Right?
clean
Yeah.
the shit with or
Yeah,
whatever.
uniforms. Yeah, you get
Now,
uniforms and
man, you
supplies.
get every
Now,
goddamn thing. Ain't nothing you can't get.
yeah, you can use it for gas. Like I say,
Refill.
when they
Yeah.
say you can buy
You can buy
alcohol on
food
that
on
bitch,
base
I'm
and you
like,
get
damn,
10% off. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
you
did.
can
can
use
use
it
it
at
at
the
the
class
commissary
six.
now. You can use
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
at the
you use it at
commissary.
the
yeah.
commissary. You can use it at the class six. I'm like,
That's
shit.
crazy. Cause they had our ass so restricted with that card, you couldn't do none
Yeah,
of that.
don't pay that bitch. You gonna get that letter to the commander.
Well, I don't know what they do now. If you don't pay as a civilian, what do they do?
They could
They
cut you
contract
off.
Oh,
out,
what? If you got like VA or
or
a
they go after
pension,
that?
they go after that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they all
I'm
linked.
sure they know. I'm sure they probably know.
Wow. Well hell, it ain't that much. They don't charge that much for interest. The little times that I did use it, they don't charge you that much.
Yeah. They really don't.
And then they offering you all kind of incentives. I know the last time I looked, they were offering like 90 days, you don't pay, you
Yeah.
finance, some bullshit. I don't forgot what it was, but
Yeah, I hadn't used mine in a long time, so I just bought something like about $3 or something like that, just to use it, so they wouldn't take it away.
oh, I don't think they're gonna take that away, Gary. I think it because you ain't
No,
got to
but
use
I hadn't
that.
used it in a long time, so I just
Yeah, but that
ordered
ain't.
something
It's not like a regular credit
online.
card. They're not gonna cut you off.
No, they sent me a
They'll cut
letter
you off.
saying I needed to do something.
Oh, I never got that. Probably because they don't know my address no more. That's probably why I haven't gotten a new one. Thank y'all for reminding me. Matter of fact, let me set a reminder. I need to call them tomorrow. No, they close tomorrow. Are they open on Saturdays?
Uh,
I don't know. They could be. Try it.
I need to call
They
them.
could be.
Because I know my card is about to expire. They probably sent
They
one.
may
Sent it to my old
be
address.
open 7 days. I don't know.
I'm gonna call them tomorrow and find out. But y'all ass is crazy, man. That motherfucker said take grease from a biscuit. Over that one. I cannot get over that one. What's your best base you ever been to, Steel? Which one would you rank number one? In the
Number
U.S.,
one
not saying abroad. In the U.S.
in the U.S., I would have to say Port Richardson, Alaska.
Oh wow.
Even though it's cold, the motherfucker, but man, hey, that's one of them. That's one of the Army's best kept secrets.
Fort Richardson in Alaska.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to be in Alaska.
Hey, you
Now I
say
know I
that.
won't
Hey,
do Alaska. I can't do Alaska,
you
dog.
say that until you get up. Well, if you're up in Fairbanks, yeah, because that's that -50. Because in Anchorage, which is where Fort Rich and Elmendorf is, the coldest it got in my 5 years there was -25.
But see, the thing is, you were young back then. You could handle it.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah, yeah,
young, you can deal with a lot of shit. At
yeah,
your
yeah,
age
yeah. I
now,
was still in my
Steel,
20s.
I be AWOL. They told me to drop me off. No, I'm AWOL. You might well go ahead and arrest me. I ain't going.
But believe it or not, it's a
I'm not
lot of.
going.
I mean, it's just like being in. It's a small city, but it's a big with a big city feel.
What's it called?
Anchorage, Fort Richardson,
Fort
Elmendorf.
Richardson.
It's called Richardson, Elmendorf, Joint Base Richardson, Elmendorf, Richardson. Now, I mean, it's Anchorage. You know, that's the biggest city in the whole state. Even though Juneau's the capital,
Capital.
yeah, but and then Fairbanks is up north. But hey, it got some. It's a lot of shit to believe it. But if you're not an outdoors person, then you're gonna hate it. If you like to be, but if you're an outdoors person, you like going like on hiking trails, you like going fishing and skiing and stuff like that. Then, man, it's heaven for you, especially if you like fishing. Even though you know you got between from the middle April, so right now I say it's probably still snow on the ground right now. It's probably just now all starting to melt.
Okay.
What kind of camera were they shooting on here?
Hey, they had a Nokia flip phone.
This must be a private
Where's this at?
in
I
Alaska,
don't.
Fort Richardson.
Oh, okay.
No, well, that's Elmendorf. Because the PX and the commissary, all that's on the Air Force Base.
Man, I can't watch too much of this. Woo, shit. It's like from 1983.
Yeah, that's old, man. That because what year is that video?
Oh, that's 5 years ago. Still, damn. It was shit that bad.
No, that no 5 years ago because it's bigger than. Because I left there in 2005, so yeah, J Bear, Joint Base, Elmendorf, Richardson.
So this is the exchange.
Yeah, I mean because back in the day when
It's
I
one
was
of the
there,
top in the world.
yeah, that was the only exchange in the whole DOD that sold guns in it. But now all of them sell guns in them. But
Yeah.
Elmore Richardson was the only one in the whole Air Force, Army, Marine Corps bases that sold guns. They sold guns in it. Yep.
I told
Still
you,
got,
there's a Charlie's. I don't give a damn what
oh
base
yeah.
you go to. There's gonna be a Charlie's in that
Now,
bitch.
what I would say about that PX, that BX there, that post exchange, hey, that shit had better shit than the mall.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
When I was there, yeah, because we didn't have to go to the mall. We just go to the PX because they had the new shit in there like
And it's cheaper too, right?
clothing. Yeah, it was yeah cheaper.
So
Like I
this was
said, they had like
Army and Air Force.
yeah
Okay.
yeah. So so the clothing and sales had Army and Air Force uniforms in it, but like I said, the PX like where she's at right now, like I said, I mean like shoes, they had the latest greatest shit in there. Like when the Jordans came out, they was in the fucking PX. Yeah, they still got that Popeyes right there.
Oh
That
yeah, that ain't
Popeyes
going nowhere
Subway.
either.
Yeah, that's where I
Popeyes,
go when I
Subway,
go
and
to
Charlie. Staples
Yeah.
at
Arizona.
every damn base.
Yeah.
Well, they had the churches in there too. I don't know if the churches is still there.
Churches.
Yeah, they did
Get
have
out
the
of
church.
here.
Yeah, they had the churches.
Church's chicken?
Yeah,
Lord
churches
have
chicken.
mercy. Wait a minute.
You see how that's the latest greatest shit in there. I mean,
Don
like I said, that shit
Corleone.
had shit in there that the mall didn't have.
Now that's crazy.
But because they had the fifth, because Anchorage had like 3 malls. Well, no, 2. They had the Diamond Mall because the Diamond Mall had an ice skate rink in it, and then they had the Fifth Avenue Mall, which is downtown, and that had
Dude,
like 3 stories.
Fort Wainwright.
Yeah, Wainwright. Yeah, nobody want to go up that motherfucker.
Look at all
You
that
see how?
damn snow.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Now you
Ain't no
gonna
way.
you see say -40. Now Anchorage, you're gonna get a lot of snow. Because like I said, I think my first year there, I think one damn in December we got 24 inches in 24 hours. It snowed an inch an hour.
Damn.
So in 24 hours we got 24 inches of snow on the ground.
Man, they had to send me back. I take whatever else. Fuck
Oh
that.
man, we love them days because them snow days, man. You just it's a party of the barracks. Hey, Mark, I'm telling you what this thing with some. Hey, you remember in the hallway you had the little commander cups and the damn trophies and shit in the. Hey, we used to fill that bitch up with beer. Hey, pass that. Hey, we was passing that bitch around like we was in damn like we was a fucking school days. Animal House.
So did you have one of these when you were at military housing? Or you was just in the barracks the whole time?
I was in the barracks the whole time. No, that's newer housing right there with the inside garage. That's newer. Cause they did have some houses that didn't have garages.
Oh, hell no. That should be illegal. They got carpet?
Yeah. And that shit, I mean,
Ah,
and
bathroom.
you didn't want carpet in there with them as much as it fucking snowed. You leave your damn shoes at the damn front door.
And they got 2 dogs in there.
Yeah. See, that's newer housing right there. You can tell by the kitchen is still old, but you can tell by the carpet that's a newer housing.
Is this on base?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look outside, pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I done passed out already.
Oh man, I'm saying when we had them snow days, tell you it was a party of the barracks, baby.
Oh no. Look at that. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, no,
Mm-mm.
that's a big ass backyard too that they got.
You can't see them all that snow back to
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely government housing. You can tell by the banisters and the cheap walls.
and them damn light fixtures.
Yeah.
That shit comes straight out of Walmart. Oh,
Oh,
they
they
ain't got
must
no
have just moved
bed.
in there.
They
They ain't got
sleeping on the
shit
floor.
upstairs.
They sleeping on the
Yeah.
floor. Damn dog out there pissing in the snow.
Hey, you say you want a tip? Don't eat no yellow snow.
Okay, they got the laundry room upstairs. I hated that because when them fuckers leak, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that got to be Wayne right there. No, that says damn Elmendorf because that's the Air Force side because on the Army side that shit's not upstairs. That shit's on the ground floor or it's in the garage inside the
You see,
garage.
you see how big that room is compared to them little ass rooms I showed y'all earlier that's here? Look how
Yeah.
big these rooms are. You can damn near fit half that house in one of these rooms.
Yeah, that's old house. You can tell by that knob on the.
Oh yeah, look at the
Why they
faucet on
got
the
some motion
tub.
in
Yeah.
there?
That's all. That shit's old. Sink.
Yeah,
Oh, that's old. He a short dude too. He ain't very tall.
yeah. He must just be moving in there because yeah,
Hell, he's sleeping on the floor. He ain't got no clothes unless he waiting on his
yeah.
shit to come.
His household goods ain't showed up yet.
Master bedroom. Damn, they got to take that
That's
shit up the little funky ass stairs they got too.
yeah, that's Elmendorf. I can tell by the landscape. That's Elmendorf. That's off over there by this flight line.
They got that playing. They know they got a warm
Yeah.
ass house to come back into. Them
Yeah.
stray dogs, they ain't out there doing that shit.
No, ain't too many. No, you gonna see no stray dogs out there.
Damn, that's the master bedroom, bathroom. That shit look plain as hell.
Yeah, it
you can
does.
tell.
Well, the government just give you enough to get by.
Yeah, that's an old housing too. Them ones. They make the refurbished ones.
Where's the
But yeah,
new ones? Where they at? Where the new ones that they redone?
I know they got some on. See if they got some online. I know they got some on Elmendorf. They look like fucking townhomes, like third generation housing. They look like townhomes.
Yeah. Now, do you know if they allow veterans now to go back on base to stay? Because I know for a
Uh,
while,
Here they do. Here, but I don't know about up there. Here they do because they got because it's privatized now. Housing is privatized now.
right? They charge a lot more.
Yeah, they charge the civilians more than what they charge. Well, with the enlisted folks, they just charge them their BAH. So whatever your BH is what you give up.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember at Luke they were doing it, and then some of the people who had 100% who were in PNT lost their 100%.
Yeah, then they wouldn't have no ID card to get on
They
base.
lost that ID card, so they couldn't even get on base. So they stopped doing it at Luke for a while. I don't know if they're doing it again, but I know
Well,
they stopped.
now even if you don't have 100%, you can fucking get on.
Well, yeah, now with your ID card, but
Yeah,
back
you
then,
gotta have service
VA,
connected under
with
your
your VA
picture.
card, you just got to say service connected on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Purple Heart or
yeah, because back then, no, you had to be 100% to get on.
yeah, because that was the only way you were going to the commissary in PX.
Or if you didn't retire, then yeah. Because if you retire, you get that old blue ID card. You can go. You got access to everything still.
Well, gentlemen, we about to get up off here. Old Tommy, he on his pimp mode. He playing Shaft, talking to his girl.
I was if you
Don Corleone.
If you go live tomorrow, I'll be in the back chat. I'll be in the private chat listening.
All right. Evening, morning, soldiers in fatigue. Mr. Mild, evening. God damn, you must have been asleep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
I told you his shit was overheating. That's why his ass wouldn't come on tonight. That damn Mike Patty has.
Hey, you said he ain't got an apple, he got a crab apple?
No.
He said Tommy ain't no
Tommy
pimp.
ain't
Oh, he
no
talking to a woman. You can tell he talking to a woman because he's too serious.
He said he ain't no pimp. You a car thief. You a car thief. You
That's
still
Shaft.
Are you giving signals, Barry? You're giving signals?
What's that?
Are you giving
Signals?
signals to the lady?
Signals to who?
What you say? You still hubcaps.
To your woman there.
Oh, Richard Roundtree too cool for that. Come on, Richard.
Hey, what you say, man?
Shaft.
He said you still hubcaps. That's why you got enough probably hot as a firecracker right now.
He said, meds. Yeah, Mr. Miles took his meds. They had him out.
Yeah.
We getting ready to get up off here, man. Let Barry get his pimp on. He can go make that late night run in that Toyota Tundra.
Okay, yeah, hey.
No, because you go.
Yeah, because it's only what?
It's early there.
5 out there?
Yeah, it's early there.
My truck's staying in the driveway, dude. It's not moving.
You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie to
Hey,
kick
so
it.
you got Uber or Lyft up there, don't you?
Yeah, I don't use Uber or Lyft.
My cat is messing.
Uh-oh. She about to
Got
hang
him,
up on
got
your
him,
ass.
coach. Put him out the game.
She about to hang up on him. Well, gentlemen, appreciate it. I still
All
got
right. Good night.
I'll let you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be in the back chat
Oh my
if
god.
if you go live because like I said, I'll be at work.
All right, but I'm gonna try to put out the rest of those shorts, man. Y'all ass went crazy last Tuesday. Was that Tuesday? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I'll be at
Yeah,
work tomorrow
Tuesday.
too. So if you come on, I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the background.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, gentlemen.
All right. Good night.
Y'all have a
All right,
good one.
peace.
Everybody in the chat, y'all have a good one. We out of here. Peace and chicken grease. Grease with
Bye.
no biscuit.
Grease with no biscuit, man. Hey, Mr. Miles, take your ass on to bed, man.
Later.
Later.
It's after midnight. It's almost 1:00 in the morning in GA.
Yeah, in Georgia, he just waking up. All right, Mr. Miles, everybody. Hey, thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate everybody as always. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we out of here. Peace and chicken grease.